The previous program was paid for by Louis Avalone.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 a.m. 1017 FM. KEEL. Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
It's time. It's time. It's time. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, is on the air. Tim Fletcher and his cavalcade of correspondents guide you through all the games in the area. When the game gets tight, late in the fourth quarter, we take you there live. Coaches, kids, correspondents, and Fletch, all here for Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Feel the frenzy.
Welcome, 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 one and all. How you doing? This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. It's week 4. Week 4 of Friday Football Frenzy, right here on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. My name is Tim Fletcher. I am happy to be here with you on this lovely night. And a reminder that we are streaming our show live on the Tim Fletcher Show YouTube channel, on the Tim Fletcher Show Facebook page, and at Fletcher Show on X. I really should name it something else. You know, kind of.
Like what?
I don't know, but it's just a lot of me. There's a lot of me.
You know, you could use the
Friday
actual
Football
show
right
Twitter handle.
Right.
We had a Friday Football.
But like an idiot, here's the deal. And that's Adam Hester you hear. Good morning or good evening, Adam.
That's close enough.
Reuben Wright's here as well. Hello, Reuben.
Howdy.
My problem is that I set up the show Twitter as Fletch Worldwide and my personal as Fletcher Show.
Yes.
Which was dumb. Should have been the other way around.
It is a bit, yeah.
It's confusing. I'm not that smart.
You got all weekend to figure it out.
Well, it's been like this for 13 years.
Yeah, I know, but like this weekend, like this is one of those like steps toward growth or whatever.
Yeah, there we go. I get it.
Whatever that
I get it.
is.
Yeah. Well, this is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Adam Hester is here. Reuben, how are you doing on the ones and twos?
I am over here. I am full of pizza, and I am feeling the frenzy.
Whoop, whoop. Hester, couple of big games on tap tonight. What's the skinny on the Evangel Airline Northwood North DeSoto game? What's your gut telling you?
That there's not going to be a lot of defense played in the Airline Evangel game.
Correct.
That's going to be a outscore the opponent because nobody can stop anybody type situation. That certainly feels that way anyway. That's kind of the MO of that district the last couple of years. North DeSoto Northwood is interesting because Northwood doesn't care one bit about what North DeSoto did last week.
No.
That is always such a heated but respectful rivalry.
Sure. And
tonight will be no different. The game's at Northwood. They'll be out for blood. That'll be one to it's now. I don't know how you even begin to figure that out. Yeah, 'cause I don't know. It's a very unique matchup, but I think it's going to be a good one.
I think it'll be a lot of fun. Of course, Airline at Evangel. North DeSoto at Northwood, coming off their win over West Monroe last week. North DeSoto, that is. Natchitoches Central Parkway. And the numbers are weird because I numbered them differently this week. So I was like, why do I have North DeSoto Northwood as a 6th game?
That is why I asked that at first because,
yes.
During the run to the show here.
Here we go. And if you're not familiar with the show, we have wonderful correspondents at just about every game in the area. I think we do have someone at every game. And we're going to get updates from them throughout the evening. We'll keep you updated on all the games in the area. And then Hester, at every 15 minutes, will give us a first-choice personnel scores on the quarter as well. Reuben, are we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, Toby Todd.
Toby Todd right out of the chute. Let's go to Toby Todd on our Chasing Aces hotline for the Airline Vikings at Evangel tonight. Hey, Toby, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're all right, buddy. Can you give us an idea of what the environment looks like out there?
It's 10:26 left in the first. We kicked to Evangel. They got a first down, a second first down, and hit Day-Day a couple of times. Wide open in the flats. Now they're down in the red zone. First and 10, and they scored.
Wow.
So Evangel, first blood, 10:26 in the first quarter. Evangel just scored. Well, up 6-0. We'll see what the PAT
How's the crowd size out there, Toby?
On the radio?
No, how's the crowd size out there? What's the attendance like?
Pretty sparse.
Really? That's wild. That
Yes.
blows me away. If I wasn't sitting there, I'd be there. Yeah. What are people doing? Why aren't you out of this game?
I don't know.
You know, it's going to be
It's good 7-0 Evangel.
7-0 Evangel.
No, neither side is packed. Ours is probably 60%, and theirs maybe 45, 50 tops.
Wow. Okay.
So,
well, hopefully there's more people that are waiting to get in because
and
it's
there's
never
probably
easy.
people. Yeah, there's probably people rolling in. We'll see what it looks like. At the end of the quarter.
Yeah, that's about when you'll see the most there. All right, so right now Evangel took the opening kick, drove down the field. Points are on the board, 7-0. Airline yet to get the ball. This is going to be an entertaining one. All right, buddy. Thank you, Toby Todd.
Sure, anytime.
All right, where are we going now, Rube? Will Delafield had another huge game tonight. His team, the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins, with his son, Luke Delafield, as the quarterback. They are at Northwood in a District 1-4A showdown that has turned into one of the better rivalries in town. Hey, Will, on the Chasing Aces hotline, how you doing tonight?
Doing good. So we kicked off to Northwood. They had a good drive. They converted a third down on a good timing pass. Then they had a big play. They ran it all the way down to the 1. And then they just punched it in and kicked the extra point, and they're kicking off right now. And so this is our kickoff, and we're fixing to take the field for our first possession.
All righty.
They had a big play. They had a good kickoff return back to the 40, and then they had a big play. They ran it down to the 1, and it took them 3 plays to punch it in from the 1, but they scored, kicked the extra point. So it's 7-0 Northwood. We're taking the field for our first possession right now.
Will, how's the crowd out there tonight?
It's standing room only on both sides.
Okay.
It's a great atmosphere.
Well, very good, man. Looking forward to hearing about this one all night long. Once again, that's Will Delafield. North DeSoto trailing Northwood at Northwood 7-0. North DeSoto getting the ball for the first time tonight. So we'll see how they do on their drive. Will, thank you very much for the update, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Going to Verpco or Allen? Alan Posh joins us here, Natchitoches Central at Parkway. Alan on the Chasing Aces hotline. Good evening, Alan. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing A-okay, buddy. Well, what's happening over at Preston Crownover Stadium tonight with your Natchitoches Central Chiefs?
We're down 6-0. They had a good kickoff return, probably took it down to about the 30, and then scored just normal game stuff. I don't think it's just kind of ran a few plays and
Right.
And went down. So the defense played okay, short field though. So, but then they stopped them on a 2-point conversion. So, and now we're just about to get the ball back for our first possession.
Okay, very good. Natchitoches Central down early, 6-0. Parkway goes for 2, doesn't make it. Early in the first, that's Alan Posh at the Natchitoches Central Parkway game. Thank you for the update, Alan.
All right.
All right, man. See you, buddy. Chasing Aces hotline. Mike Sewell joins us. A district matchup between the Houghton Buccaneers, between the Pines, hosting Huntington tonight. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, great night out here between the Pines, homecoming night. Huntington took the opening kickoff, got a couple of first downs, and then Whitaker, man, I heard you talking about him on the radio this morning, and man, this kid's an athlete. He's just a really good player, dangerous runner, dangerous thrower. Big throw over the top for 40 yards to Caden Starks for a touchdown. Huntington up 7-0. Houghton got a big return on their kickoff return, and now in their first drive, Houghton's got the ball. Looks like about the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 at 35-yard line of Huntington. 7-0 Raiders. 9 minutes left first.
Wow, early out there at the beautiful Houghton Stadium. And Houghton trailing 7-0. Mike Sewell, he's the father of the head coach, Matthew Sewell. We'll be checking in with you again soon, Mike. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Flash.
Next up, Tamika Moore joins us. She's at Bossier Memorial Stadium where the Bossier Bearcats are hosting her BTW Lions. BTW coming off a Soul Bowl loss on Saturday, trying to get back on the winning side of the ledger. Tamika on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Tamika, how's everything going tonight?
Everything is going well, Fletch. Yes, we are trying to redeem ourselves from Saturday night.
Oh, boy.
It's 7 minutes and 15 seconds in the first quarter, and we're up 8-0. The ball just turned over on downs, so offense is about to take the field.
Okay, so BTW goes on their opening drive, scores, punches it in. They're up 8-0 in the first quarter. Tamika, you were at the Soul Bowl, obviously. It's always disappointing for the team that loses. I know that. It stinks. How have the boys been? I mean, how have they reacted so far?
They've been pretty good, better than I expected. You know, we was a little hot about that. It just seems like Green Oaks truly wanted it more than we did.
Hey, sometimes that's all it takes, Tamika, you know? So there we go.
Yeah.
BTW
Exactly.
on top of Bossier, 8-0. Tamika Moore with the update. Always enjoy visiting with Tamika. Thank you so much, Tamika. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
And what is?
Set your watch to it.
Yes, she's awesome. Jeff Rhodes joins us. Minden and Woodlawn getting together tonight at Independence Stadium. You could have 6,000 people there. It looks like there's 7 people there. Jeff on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's happening in the Minden-Woodlawn game?
Look, Fletch, I think there's 8. Hey, we got us a game here tonight, man. I believe it's Woodlawn's homecoming.
Okay.
Which is, that's always a tough environment, to play teams for the homecoming. They're a little extra hype, a little extra pizzazz. But Minden opened up with the opening drive and drove down and just put 7 on the board. So It is 7-0 with 7:42 in the first quarter.
7:42 in the first. Minden has been ahead every game so far this year. We're not counting the chickens before they're hatched on this one, though, Jeff.
Not at all.
Don't blame you. How's your boy doing, by the way?
He's actually doing really good. He's playing left guard tonight. They had a couple of injuries on the line, but he's back in action. He does have a torn ACL, but he's out there.
Well, he's a Rhodes, so he's got to get out there with a torn ACL, doggone it.
That's right.
Rub some dirt on it. Well, we hope everything goes okay with Levi there, and I hope that everything stays all right for his health. Right now, Minden on top of Woodlawn, 7-0. Jeff Rhodes, thank you very much for the update.
Thank you.
All right, let's try one more here. Holy moly, are we setting a record for the first segment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 scores updates so far. Hester, we were talking about how Virginia looked like they were going to storm the field.
Yes.
Well, it's 14-7, and Morris just threw a pick, and Florida State's at the Virginia 25-yard line. So, womp, womp. And I just jinxed us with Bo Waddell, I guess. Huh?
Well done, Tim.
EH,
Thanks, you can set your watch to.
Exactly. EH checks in and says, hey, man, just past Broadacres, there are so many cars on the street. People are still pulling in here for the Evangel game. It is nuts. That's fantastic. By the way, Connor Tugwell lets us know the BTW touchdown on a 70-yard touchdown pass. That was a 70-yard touchdown pass for BTW. Scott Anderson joins us here from Lee Hedges Stadium on the Chasing Aces hotline. It's Bird hosting John Ehret tonight. Hey, Scott, what's happening in your game?
Hey, Fletch. Well, we're off to a little bit of a sluggish start. We've had a couple of 3-and-outs for both teams starting it. Right now, Bird has a 1st and 10 on John Ehret's 26. So they are driving. They've got a chance to score here late in the first quarter, but it's homecoming tonight, so lots of pomp and circumstance, and I think the Jackets are fired up for this one.
Very good. All right, homecoming for Bird as they take on John Ehret. They played last year, of course. Bird had to go down there, took care of business. They'll see if they can take care of business after a really fine showing last week, to be honest with you. Really fun game. So we'll see how it goes. But right now, nothing. Bird and John Ehret, Scott Anderson taking care of us tonight from Lee Hedges Stadium. Thank you for the update, buddy.
Thank you, Tim.
You bet. First Choice Personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
Evangel 7, Airline 0, Northwood 7, North Dakota nothing. Parkway 6-0 ahead of Natchitoches Central. Huntington strikes first against Houghton, 7-0 there. BTW with an 8-0 lead. You said it was a 70-yard touchdown pass?
70-yard touchdown pass.
All right, 8-0 lead at Bossier. Minden up 7-0 against Woodlawn. Nothing yet for Calvary, Darbon Woods. A lot of these we have don't have points in just yet as they are all kind of getting underway. We'll skip ahead to Glenbrook. They lead 6-0 over Cedar Creek early in that one. DeQuincy on the board first against Lakeview, 7-0 there. Final from Thursday night, two of them. St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. Catholic New Iberia leads Notre Dame 7-0 early in a really good one, number 3 versus number 6 in Class 2A. Barb on the board first against Karen Crow, 7-0 in that one. And 5A, number 6, Ash leads Opelousas 7-0 as well. A lot of good games tonight that we don't have scores for yet because they're just getting started, so pay attention to these updates. A lot of good games down south, a lot of good games in the Lafayette area as always, but we do have some local finals from last night as well. Captain Street 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0. Down in the Lafayette area for our old buddy Jess Curtis, they took care of business last night. Southside over Lafayette High 45-24. And then Ruston 49, Midland Legacy out of Texas 21.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. First Choice Personnel, 318-797-7810, specializing in e-services, workforce recovery plans, on-site management, payroll processing, candidate testing, custom solutions, and more. By the way, Airline has knotted things up out on Broad Acres Road. The Airline Vikings are on the board. Yes, 7-7. I'm trying to write as small as possible because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of scoring.
Yes.
I'm not writing big. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. It's Truck Month at our friends Chevyland's place, like it's our buddy Dale Chevyland. It's Truck Month over at Dale's place. Truck Month at Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. You know what that means? Sweet, sassy molasses deals on beautiful Silverados, whether they're 2025s, 2026. How about 2.9% financing? How about stopping by tomorrow and taking a gander and getting that puppy rolling? I love my Silverado, I'll tell you that much, and it's a 24. I couldn't imagine the joy that comes with the 2025 or 2026 Silverado. Ruben, do you know those 26 Silverados?
No.
They come from the future.
They're from the future. That's amazing.
Yes. They already know who wins, like, the next election. Is there an election soon?
Sure.
Okay. They know who's going to be, like, the next bowl, the Independence Bowl. They already know who won the Independence Bowl. It's amazing. Yes. 2025s and 2026s at Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport. Ruben is here. Hester is here. Our show is brought to you by the good folks over at Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers, First Choice Personnel, Spell Brothers Lumber, Alsco, Skint & Dent, Chasing Aces, Boyd Family Dentistry, Goodwill Industries, Sports Cards of Louisiana, and, of course, Chevyland. And we'll be back at 101.7 FM 710 Keel right after these.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right, buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, games, workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, paints and supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night, plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178. Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. My name is Tim Fletcher. Got Adam Hester here in his house. Got Ruben, lead singer of Opossum Where Art Thou, who will be performing at Bears
October 4th at the Sausage Party with Sauce as well as with Sauce, an amazing jam band. They're going to be closing out the night, but kicking off the night is going to be Aubrey and the Meat Sweats.
I want an Aubrey and the Meat Sweats T-shirt really bad.
I can get you one next week soon.
Okay,
yeah.
Right. The biggest they got, like a 3X.
Gotcha.
All right, 'cause I will wear this.
Because you know that material ain't good.
Yeah. It's going to shrink. All right, let's get back to the action here. And on our Chasing Aces hotline, it's Bo Waddell at the Calvary game out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, Bo, what's happening?
You got a little dog in
Hey, how are y'all?
I'm all right, man. In beautiful Farmerville, Louisiana tonight, where Darbone Woods is entertaining the Calvary Cavaliers. So, Bo, what's happening in your game so far?
Got 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Calvary's up 14-0. Threw a touchdown to Braylon Hugelon.
Shock.
Repeat of what happened last week, basically. Then Delancey Street with about a 10-yard run up the middle. And they got them backed up right now. Darbone's on their own 7-yard line. They muffed the kickoff. So
Okay. All right. So there we go. Calvary up 14-0 over Darbone Woods. This one will probably be a running clock here soon after half. So if we come back to you, Bo, it'll be quickly before half because I have a feeling that there's not going to be a lot to report
I
on.
hope it is running clock.
Yeah.
There's nothing to eat here. You got to catch and rust them before everything closes down. So I'm trying to get some food on the way home.
I don't blame you. Well, if you wait long enough, you'll be able to hit
Got a
Buc-ee's.
Bojangles there.
Oh, there's a Bojangles in Farmerville?
Yeah.
We don't have
Yeah,
Bojangles.
it's actually on the exit you get off on Farmerville exit.
Absolutely.
Oh, there we go. But it's hard to eat fried chicken in the car driving.
You can make it work.
You'd think, as fat as I am, Bo, that I'd have figured this out. But I haven't figured out the fried chicken while eating. I don't like getting my steering wheel greasy. You know how that goes.
Man of principles.
I am a man of principles. And this is Friday Football Frenzy. So, Bo, thank you very much for the updates, buddy. Talk to you soon. All right, man. Kim Beavers joins us. All right. It's Kim. We are Beavers believers on this show as the Homer Pelicans are in Spring Hill tonight to take on North Webster, who shocked the world with a win over Minden last night. Kim, how's it going at your game tonight?
It's good. It's actually going a little better now. They're ahead.
Okay.
It's right at the end of the first quarter, and North Webster's winning 7-0, but we're driving. We just got another first down, and so we're on their 35, I think.
Okay, on their 35.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Kim, what is it like in a community like Homer, small community? You know, I grew up in a small town as well, but when you lose that rivalry game, you know, compare it to winning the rivalry game last week in the Claiborne Parish Super Bowl. Y'all beat Haynesville recently, and it was euphoria, I'm sure, but what was it like on the other end of the stick?
Right. You know, Coach Casey's wife, Kelsey, and I were just talking about that. And when I was in high school at Homer, Spring Hill, Haynesville's our big rival.
Right.
But Spring Hill was our district rival. And so we wanted to beat them just as badly as we did Haynesville. And because, they beat us in the Superdome in '86, which was the first time that I'd ever gotten to actually see a game in the, Superdome, a championship game.
Okay.
And we were ahead that entire game until the end of the game, and they came back and beat us 19-14. And so it was like that was right before I went to high school. And so all through high school, we wanted to beat Spring Hill just as bad as we did Haynesville. So we kind of feel like that's a rival game to us in district.
Well, I don't blame you. That's a really good history. This is why we have Kim Beavers taking care of us for Homer, for Pete's sake. We're learning things as we go. Kim, excellent update. Homer driving, but they're trailing North Webster 7-zip at the end of the first quarter. Kim Beavers on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you very much, Kim.
Thanks for calling.
You bet. 7:25 the time. Dr. Morgan, we go to one of our all-time faves. Dr. Morgan, where Mansfield is finally at home tonight, taking on Lake Charles Prep, who is the number 8 team in Class 3A. Hey, Dr. Morgan, how are you doing tonight?
Well, we're doing okay. It's a tie game with 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the first quarter.
Okay.
6-6.
6-6. All right.
Yeah.
As far as
a lot of running.
Okay, a lot of running. Well, you got the Pegues kid, so there's one reason why I would run a lot if I had him as well. As far as size, Dr. Morgan, are they bigger than Mansfield on the line of scrimmage, about the same size, or does Mansfield have the size advantage?
I think they've got the size advantage.
Okay.
But we've got some really fast guys, so I'm hoping maybe we can outrun them.
Yeah.
Because we've got a lot of speedsters this year.
Okay. Well,
but they do have some big guys. And they brought 5 chartered buses. They've got some big buses, too.
Well, yeah. Here's the deal, Dr. Morgan. If you got big kids, you got to have big buses. I think that's how it works. They got to be able to sit down and kind of spread out and all that good stuff. So right now, it's a fun game. It's 6-6, nearing the end of the first quarter. Should be a doozy as Mansfield has really gotten Daryl Barbet has done a great job there, and they're competitive every week. So it's fun to check in on the Wolverines. Thanks, Dr. Morgan.
Go Wolverines.
You got that right. Of course, if you're at a game, you can text us on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, 318-GUY-PILE, 318-489-7453. If you're at a game, shoot us a text. Let us know what's happening. Boyd Family Dentistry text line, they're good people, 318-489-7453. Mark McGee joins us. He is at Delta Charter tonight with the Logansport Tigers on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Mark, what's happening in your game?
Well, it's a pretty good evenly matchup here tonight. It's 8-8. First quarter's winding down. Delta Charter, we're very comparably sized. They've got some kids that run the ball really hard. First series, we had some trouble tackling one of their running backs. I think if we get that under control, we'll be all right.
Okay, very good. How did Logansport get on the board, Mark?
It was a long run down the we finally took a long run down to the end zone. They've been physical up front, been able to stop us. We've kind of spread it out some, which opened up the run game.
There we go. And I know that your brother likes to throw the ball around a lot, but I think he'll take points wherever he can get them, right?
That's right.
Very good. All right, man. Mark McGee, the brother of head coach Kevin McGee, keeping us updated on Logansport as they are at Delta Charter tonight, tied up at the end of the first quarter, 8-8. Mark, thanks for the update, buddy.
Yes, sir.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Airline 14, Evangel 7, Northwood 7, North Dakota 0, Natchitoches Central and Parkway tied at 6, Huntington and Houghton tied at 7, BTW 14, Bossier 0, Minden 7, Woodlawn 0, Calvary 14, Darbon Woods nothing. No score yet for John Ehret and Bird unless
7-0 Bird.
Oh yeah, you did say that. That's right. 7-0 Bird.
Yep.
The fullback, wasn't it?
Yes, Colin Deere.
North Webster 7, Homer 0, Lake Charles Prep and Mansfield tied at 6, Logansport and Delta Charter tied at 8. I have not seen anything
Green
yet.
Oaks Union Parish 0-0 at the end of one.
Haven't seen anything for that game. Magnolia versus North Caddo, plain dealing in Haynesville, getting started here in a couple of minutes. No score yet for White Castle, Red River. Have you seen anything for Lakeside?
No,
I have not either. Versus Northwood Lena. Glenbrook does lead Cedar Creek 6-0. No score yet for Manny's and Mary's on the same thing. Manny and St. Mary's. Catholic did score against West Monroe. That is a 6-0 lead. Neville with a 7-0 lead over St. Thomas More. That's another good one.
Yeah.
Ringgold and Arcadia will probably find out the score on Monday.
Probably.
DeQuincy, and whoever is at DeQuincy doing this, God bless you. Because I know nobody from Lakeview. is submitting these scores.
Right.
13-0. DeQuincy leads Lakeview.
That's why it's being reported.
Yes, absolutely. Haven't seen anything yet for Franklin Parish, Caldwell Parish. Final from last night, St. Fred's did beat Bastrop 42-8. Oak Grove took care of Rayville 50-18 last night. No score. Oh, well, I take that back. OCS leads Madison. That's not Madison. That's the other Madison, by the way.
Oh, it's not Madison
No,
Prep.
no. It's the OCS is going to have a running clock, Madison. So 17-0 against Madison. That's happened to me before. Trust me.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that's there. I think that's a little closer up that way.
I thought that's a weird.
Yes.
Well, sometimes he's couldn't find somebody. So
no, absolutely right. Sterlington and West Washita. I haven't seen a score for that one yet. A lot of good games though. Here's another one. Catholic New Iberia with a 7-0 lead over Notre Dame so far in that one. Have not seen a score yet for Acadiana versus New Iberia. Barb leads Karen Crow 7-0. I need to get back to Lafayette Christian and Shaw. It was 0-0, but I have not. I did not check in the last couple of minutes. Ash on the board first against Opelousas, 7-0. More good games in the New Orleans area. Rummel and John Curtis tonight, Brother Martin and Jesuit as well. And then there's also Central versus Cecilia in the Baton Rouge area. Finals from last night, Captain Shreve 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood nothing. Southside, our buddy Jess Curtis over Lafayette High, 45-24. And Ruston keeps on rolling as well, 49-21 over Midland Legacy out of Texas.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 318-797-7810. When you're looking for a JOB or looking for employees, that's right, employers, you can use First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. Airline and Evangel, 14 all now. Nice. Pick 6 there. And let's see, there was one other update I thought somewhere. Bossier is on the board. The Bossier Bearcats have scored. It's now 14-8. BTW on top of Bossier. Once again, that's courtesy of our Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Shoot us a text, 318-GUY-PILE, 318-489-7453, Boyd Family Dentistry. You'll find them online on the web at ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. You'll also find them online on the street at 2042 Line Avenue. That's right, same-day dentistry, same-day crowns, implant dentistry, who I think are opening up for Melvin and the Meat Sweats. Yeah, sure. If there's not a group named Implant Dentistry somewhere in your world, that needs to change.
We need to find them, I guess, or just start a new band.
Start a new band that is absolutely like killer heavy polka. And just ripping it.
Well, just do like the John Candy thing.
Yeah,
and Home Alone, but like an edge to it.
A little edge to it, right? Have somebody, that's been kicked out of every band, but he just can shred the guitar like the guy next door.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's put T-Stew. We're going to get T-Stew. He hadn't been kicked out of any bands. Well, let's put T-Stew as the shredder for implant dentistry.
Well, an Opossum Where Art Thou is just a collection of people who have been kicked out of every other band.
Well, I didn't want to say that because I know kind of, and also not allowed in some parishes as well.
That's true.
7:33 the time. Friday Football Frenzy is powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. We got so many fun games already, and we're just scratching the surface. Rub some calamine lotion on it there, Hester. That'll cure just about everything if you're not aware of that. And we'll be back on 101.7 FM 710 Keel right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810. Bell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company, located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring Hot Shot Delivery Service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com. 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves. Skint and Dent has been around here in Shreveport-Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Skint and Dent? 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway. Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland. It's Truck Month at Chevyland, 7500 Erie Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Go by and see our pal Bubba Winningham, Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn. They're all good people, and they're going to make you a really sweet deal. 2.9% financing on 2025 Silverados, 2026 Silverados. And remember, they're the number one Chevy dealership in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealerships in the country. There we go. Let's go now to our first time to visit with Jason Laufenberg. He's the principal at North Caddo. Chase's wife, Emily, out this week. Tagging in is Jason Laufenberg on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Jason, thanks for doing this tonight, and how you doing?
Doing very well. Thank you, Fletch. Good to talk to you.
Nice talking to you as well. How are those North Caddo Fighting Titans doing tonight against Magnolia Charter?
Right now, we just started the second quarter. It is 24-6 North Caddo, and Magnolia just scored on a 34-yard pass on fourth down, and they're going for a kick, and it's muffed, and it stops. So it's 24-6.
Okay.
11:54 left in the quarter.
Very good. All right. So North Caddo putting some points on the board. I know that's been kind of hard to do this year for a lot of the time, and they got some young kids out there. This has got to be refreshing, Jason, to look up there and see 4 touchdowns on the board, or 3. Do they go for 2 every time and get 3 touchdowns?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All
yes,
right.
Sir. They went for 2 every time. Yes, sir.
Okie dokie. All right. Jason Laufenberg, the principal of beautiful North Caddo High School in Vivian, Louisiana, taking care of us tonight. And North Caddo on top at the end of 1-24-6. Thank you so much, Jason.
All right, Fletch. You take care.
All right, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
I want to call him Babe.
I get that.
You know?
Ruben does not get that.
No. Dallas Cowboy quarterback from days gone by, Babe Laufenberg. Dwayne Woodard joins us now from Haynesville, back from the non-walking wounded because of his foot injury, but he's back. Haynesville hosting Plain Dealing tonight. Hey, Dwayne, how's it going?
Hey, Fletch. It is 8:29 left in the first quarter, and it's already Haynesville 7, Plain Dealing nothing. Basically, Haynesville ran 2 plays. And we scored on a 31-yard run by Sin Metters.
Oh, okay. Another Metters.
Another Metters.
Okay. What, is any relation to JJ? Got to be, obviously.
Yeah.
But
that is. I think it's his uncle.
Yeah. That's fun stuff. How you doing, by the way? We want to make sure you're doing okay.
I'm doing okay. I'm on the front row. I got to use the seat split.
Okay, very good. All right, buddy. Thank you very much, Dwayne. Got a little surgery on his foot. He is back at it, though, in Haynesville, and we're glad to have him back. Guy does an incredible job keeping up with Haynesville Gold and Tornado football. Where are we going now, Rube? Thanks, Dwayne.
Thanks, Fletch.
All right, buddy.
What was that North Caddo score, Tim?
North Caddo is up 24-6. Chris Smith joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Lakeside taking on Northwood Lena. Hey, Chris, how's it going in your world tonight?
Going great so far.
Oh, good. All right.
Going great. Right now, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Lakeside 13, Northwood Lena 6.
13-6 first quarter. How did Lakeside get on the board?
We've been moving the ball really well down the field. We on the first drive, Northwood Lena was 3 and out, and they punted the ball and we ran it back for a touchdown.
Ooh.
And then our second touchdown came from just moving the ball down the field. I mean, just
drove it on down,
10 yards at a time.
Very good. All right, so Lakeside on top, 13-6. Had an easy time last week in a blasting of plain dealing. Got a little bit more fight on the other side tonight. 13-6 over Northwood Lena. All right, Chris, thank you very much for the update, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, our Chasing Aces hotline, very active tonight. We're going to Glenbrook with Keith Jellum. Glenbrook is at Cedar Creek. Keith Jellum joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. What's going on?
Man, we are 6 minutes, 9 seconds in the second quarter, and Glenbrook is down 14-0. We are just struggling with their run game, man. They're running it down us. We've had 2 interceptions on our end so far, one in the end zone and another one right across midfield from their number 5. Man, they're just, we just can't stop them right now. We're just struggling with them. They're getting a lot of penalties we're making a lot of yardage off penalties. We just ran about 16-yard run plays, quarterback keeper, so we just did that. But they're a tough team. I'll give them that. They're running the same play over and over.
Really?
We're just struggling with it.
Well, how are they size-wise compared to Glenbrook?
Pretty good size. Their line is really big. Their average guy is our biggest guy.
Oh, boy. Okay. And let's not forget, Glenbrook is also very, 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 very young as well.
I got a lot of seniors on this team, where, on offense, we're running, I think five freshmen and sophomores on, on offense.
I think last week it was like out of the secondary, there was a sophomore and 2 sophomores, a freshman, and an 8th grader or something like that.
Yes. We had 2 8th graders on. Yeah, we had 2 8th graders on defense. We run 3 sophomores, 2 8th graders, a senior, and a junior.
Good grief. So there's going to be some lumps taken, but that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Keep those receipts, though, Keith, because payback will be hell.
Yes, sir. Yep.
All right,
But I'll keep you updated. Anything changes, man. But y'all, I appreciate y'all. And have a blessed
buddy,
night,
thank you very much, Keith. We really appreciate you taking time to give us an update, man. Really do. Keith Jellum from Glenbrook on the Chasing Aces hotline. Airline High School has moved back up 21-14 from the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Hey, crazy, but Kenny Darby had a 35-yard touchdown. Yeah, and Green Oaks is up now 8-0 over Union Parish. Nick Peoples getting the job done at Green Oaks, buddy. Where are we going here, Manny? Oh, we're going back? Okay, all right. I was like, that's all right. Hey, Ernie, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, nothing. What's going on over there?
Oh, just looking at Adam and Ruben. That's about it. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so what do we have?
21-14, 11-27 in the second. But Evangel scored first, and then they held Airline for 4th and 4 from their own Airline's own 36, and they drew Evangel out offside, so they ended up scoring on that. And then popped through a pick 6 from the Evangel 20, and then Evangel went back down and scored, and then Airline punted, and one of the Evangel players touched it, and Airline ended up recovering the ball.
Oh.
So they ended up scoring again. And then Kenny Darby scored on that 35.
Okay.
Start slant.
All right, so 21-14, Evangel shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Airline taking advantage of it. They lead 21-14, just barely 1 quarter deep into this thing. That's Ernie Velasco taking care of us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thanks, Ernie. Talk to you later, bud. First Choice Personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
Airline 21, Evangel 14, North DeSoto 14, Northwood 7, Natchitoches Central and Parkway tied at 6, Houghton 14, Huntington 7, BTW 20, Bossier 8, Minden 7, Woodlawn 0, Calvary 14, Darbon Woods nothing, Bird 7, John Ehret 0, North Webster 14, Homer 0, Lake Charles Prep 12, Mansfield 6, Logansport and Delta Charter tied at 8, Green Oaks 8, Union Parish 0, North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter 6, Haynesville 7, Plain Dealing 0, Red River 20, White Castle nothing, Lakeside 13, Northwood Lena 6, Cedar Creek 14, Glenbrook nothing, Manny 8, St. Mary's 7, Catholic and West Monroe, I just checked that one. It is now tied at 14. So West Monroe trying to get right and against a really good opponent. That should be fun. Yeah, 14 all in that game. Neville leads St. Thomas More 7-0. Nothing yet for Ringgold Arcadia. DeQuincy leads Lakeview 20-0. Finals from yesterday: St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. Back to tonight's action: OCS leads Madison 17-0. Sterlington, there it is, 21-0. They lead West Ouachita. Catholic New Iberia over Notre Dame 7-0. No score yet for Acadiana versus New Iberia. Barb leads Karen Crow 7-0. Still hadn't got an update for Lafayette Christian and Shaw. Ash does lead Opelousas 7-0. We're still looking at Rummel, John Curtis, Brother Martin Jesuit, and Central versus Cecilia as well. Finals of interest from last night: Captain Street 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, and Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810. Our show also is coming at you courtesy of Spell Brothers Lumber, bringing you the Laying the Lumber Award. We'll award it on Tuesday mornings, right? Isn't that Tuesday mornings? Yeah. Tuesday morning around 7:40, we'll announce the Spell Brothers Lumber Laying the Lumber Award. Also Tuesday mornings, Spell Brothers Lumber brings you Tech Tuesday. We visit with Sonny Cumbie, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, who are out in El Paso this weekend. Spell Brothers Lumber, featuring hot shot delivery service. They'll bring all of the supplies that you get from Spell Brothers Lumber at 1321 Martin Lane. Lumber, doors, windows, hardware, things you get at a lumber place. They will deliver to the job site for you, unload it, and then when the job is over and you look around and go, hey, wait a minute, we got all this plywood here that we got from Spell Brothers Lumber that we haven't used. It's been covered in a tarp. It's undamaged. It's unused. What are we going to do with this? Well, call Spell Brothers Lumber at 747-1194. They will come back out to the job site, pick up that unused and undamaged material, bring it back to Spell Brothers Lumber, and give you a store credit. How cool is that? I just made that into a 30-minute drama. I didn't mean for it to, but I mean, it's
so good. Roger stayed after the show was over to watch it.
Yeah, I think he did. It's Soap Opera Friday. Spell Brothers Lumber, Laying the Lumber, Tech Tuesday, 747-1194. Our show, of course, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealership in the area. Ruben and Hester and I will be back right after this. Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. The presenting sponsor of the Tim Fletcher Show is Alsco, uniforms, linens, facility care, first aid kits, supplies, and so much more. And even wet mops, floor mats, laundry services, they do it all. Alsco.com, ALSCO.com. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there, and Shreveport, Louisiana Dentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns, and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place? Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Whether you're looking for that hot shot prospect in Bowman Chrome, or maybe that established star with any of the Panini products coming out for the NFL, or maybe Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and those Upper Deck Goodwin Champions cards that are out there, Sports Cards of Louisiana has something for everybody, plus Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178 on the north side of Brookshire. It's Sports Cards of Louisiana. 318-671-4991. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Ruben, have y'all ever played the Friday Football Frenzy theme at a concert?
We're open to it.
I think that would be awesome. I'll come up with some lyrics. I'll write some lyrics for you.
You don't want me to write the lyrics?
I don't want you to write the lyrics.
You don't want me to do it?
No, I don't want you to besmudge or find
I think maybe just keep that instrumental.
Ooh. Okay, I like a little Edgar Winter Group kind of thing here. All right.
Throw some sax in there.
Hey, now.
Hey,
Yakety yak. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland rocks on. We go back to Northwood, where one of the big games tonight, the Falcons hosting the Fighting Griffins. Wait a minute.
Frank Nettles.
Oh, we're going to Neville. I'm sorry, St. Thomas More. Frank Nettles. Sorry about that, Frank.
We discussed this.
We did discuss this, and in my pea brain, I forgot.
We're good down here right now.
I bet you
listen,
are.
Right now, 16-0 in favor of the Tigers. But look, it started out really slow. They kick off to us. We get the ball. We fumble it. They're in great field position around about the 25, maybe 26-yard line. They take the ball. They cannot punch it in. Neville holds them to, and then they attempt a field goal. They miss the field goal. Neville gets the ball back, marches downfield 7 or 8 plays, scores, gets their extra point, 7-0. We kick off to them. They fumble the ball on a bad snap into the end zone, and it is now a safety, so it is 9-0.
Good grief.
The next thing we do, we kick the ball off to them. They go 3 and out for the most part. Then Neville gets the ball back, airs the ball out for a touchdown for about a 40-yard pass. It is now 16-0 with a good extra point in the favor of the Tigers. And that's where we're at right now. And you bet I'm happy and not upset because of what happened last week. It was so bad.
Well, I get it. That's a long way to go down there.
Hey, Fletch, one more thing. We have our first string guys back. I did not know last week we were missing 3 first stringers on offense with freshmen in there and 1 on defense. I did not realize that.
Oh, wow. That makes a difference, Frank. That's kind of a big deal. Obviously,
good down here for the Tigers.
And having them back makes a difference as well, as Frank Nettles just said. Neville on top of the number 3 team in Class 4A, St. Thomas More, 16-0. 7th-ranked Neville in Class 5A on top. Frank Nettles on the Chasing Aces hotline. Frank, awesome job, of course, as always.
Thank you, sir.
You betcha, buddy. Now we're going to Northwood and check in on Taco Chris. Chris Herron joining us. The Falcons hosting the Fighting Griffins. What's going on, Chris Herron?
Started off with a great opening drive with the Falcons. Took it all the way down in about 5 plays, 5 or 6 plays. Went up 7-0. Made North Dakota punt on their first possession. Drove it back down. Got inside about the 15. Or the 10 actually had a penalty, and And then I'm looking at this kickoff return that we just had to about almost the 40. And then it's been all North Dakota since then, 21-7. When we got down, had the penalty, ended up trying to kick a field goal. They blocked it. They ran it all the way back, but had a penalty. So they were starting on the plus 40 or the minus 40. Drove that down, scored, came back, have stopped us each time, and now it's 21-7 North Dakota. There is 4:14 left. Northwood has the ball on the minus 40.
Okay.
With 4:14 left. Northwood's got to punch one in here to keep this game close.
Yeah, and the other thing you don't want to do, Chris, is you don't want to give them the ball back without scoring because they get the ball in the third quarter.
Yeah, they get the ball. They get the ball in the third, and I think we had a chance here a little while ago. They had a penalty. It would have been about 4th and 7 on around the 50, and I think they were going to punt, but we took the penalty, and they got a big play.
Oh, wow.
And ended up scoring, so it's 21. Kyron Brown's out wide, and he's got some room. We're about inside the 40, so Northwood's driving down. They're going to have to punch one in to keep this thing tight, especially with North Dakota getting the ball back.
Good deal, Chris Herron. As always, a fantastic job. The former NLU wide receiver taking care of us here. Thank you very much, Chris. On the Chasing Aces hotline, checking in now in just a little bit, trying to get in touch with Verbka.
No answer. I got Pash.
Okay, well, hang on. Hey, guys, okay, he said call back. All right. Alan Posh joins us here, Natchitoches Central Parkway. Alan, what's happening in your game?
Right now, just a track meet. No punters to be seen, and we just trading touchdowns. It's 34-20. We're driving. We're on the 10 right now. They had a pick on us, and that's the difference in the scoring right now. But
okay,
yeah. So we're like I said, we're on the 10.
Let's hang out with you here and see what happens.
Okay.
Natchitoches Central on the 10. High-scoring game. How's Owen Smith doing tonight?
Pretty good. He just had the one. He was scrambling, and he tried to hit an open guy, and it just he didn't see the safety hanging out right there, and came up and undercut it. But other than that, he's playing a good game.
Okay.
But he's under a lot of pressure.
Okay.
They're doing a good job with that.
All right. Okay.
That's 3rd and 6 from the 8.
Alan Posh joining us here. Natchitoches Central at Parkway. Preston Crowder. We got Stephen Verbka on hold. Going to check with him from the Parkway side of things in just a second. As Alan tries to.
Now we got a decision. Our guy slipped on the run, so now it's 4th down from about the 9. I would think they're going to go for it we need the points,
right?
Obviously, but so.
How much time left again in the second quarter, Alan?
There's 7:10 in the second quarter.
Okay. Yeah, if you kick a field goal, what does that do? You know,
yeah,
34-23 doesn't make a whole lot of difference.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't stopped them yet. Number 88's having a great game. He's a big receiver. So
yeah, they got some talent over there.
Oh, pass interference on the 1. So we should get a first down.
Okay. All right. Alan, nice update there. It looks like Natchitoches Central going to knock on the door and punch this puppy in, and we're going to have a one-score game if they're able to do that. Alan Posh, great job, buddy. Thank you, sir.
All right.
You bet. Alan Posh with Natchitoches Central. Let's go to the other sideline. Stephen Verbka joins us from Parkway. Stephen, from your perspective, how's this going for the Parkway Panthers?
It's been an offensive night for both teams. I think, both teams have scored on every possession with the exception of Natchitoches. They threw a pick, and we drove down and scored. So that's kind of been the difference in the game. There's penalties down right now on 4th and, fourth and 6. They're trying to figure this thing out. Some guys tripped up on the feet. So it looks like it may be a penalty on us. They had offsetting penalties here, so it's we're going to reset it here. But, I mean, it's been a Gary Burney show tonight. He's had 4 touchdowns in the first half. 2 of them probably over 50 yards, probably one being about 70. I mean, Caleb Williams kind of dotted him up tonight. It's been a really good night for him. Just been that impact guy. And Damian DeCow, running back tonight, had a really, really good game. Dallas Locke with the lone forced turnover.
Our buddy over now.
It's going to be a turnover on downs here for the Panthers. Get a big stop here about the 7-yard line. So we'll be going in 6:34 left in the half on homecoming, and we'll see if we can drive and punch one more in for the half.
Sounds good to me. Stephen Verbka, Parkway up 34-20 with just under 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Fletch.
First Choice Personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Airline 21, Evangel 14, North DeSoto 21, Northwood 14, Parkway 34, Natchitoches Central 20, Houghton 21, Huntington 7, BTW 20, Bossier 14, Minden 7, Woodlawn 0, Calvary 14, Darbon Woods nothing, Bird 14, John Ehret 0, North Webster 14, Homer 0, Lake Charles Prep 12, Mansfield 6, Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8, Green Oaks 8, Union Parish 0, North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter 6, Haynesville now I believe it's 28-0 lead over Plain Dealing, Red River leading White Castle 20-0, Lakeside 21, Northwood Lena 6, Cedar Creek 16, Glenbrook nothing. A good one going on down in Natchitoches, St. Mary 19, Manny 16. Catholic, Baton Rouge, and West Monroe tied at 14. Neville 16, St. Thomas More nothing. No score yet for Ringgold and Arcadia.
Shocking.
I know. DeQuincy 32, Lakeview 0. Haven't seen anything yet for Franklin Parish versus Caldwell Parish. I'll try to look for that one during the break. Two finals from last night from over that way. St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18, OCS 17, Madison 0, Sterlington 21, West Washita nothing. How about this? Catholic New Iberia 28, Notre Dame 0.
Whoa.
In that game. Nothing yet for Acadiana versus New Iberia. Karen Crow leads Barb 21-14. Shaw on the board again, 21-6 they lead Lafayette Christian. Ash out in front of Opelousas 28-6. Halftime score, John Curtis 14, Rummel 3. Brother Martin leads Jesuit 14-7. Another halftime score, Central Baton Rouge 13, Cecilia 0. And finals from last night of local interest, Captain Shreve 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Couple of other developments on our Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Once again, thanks First Choice Personnel. You make First Choice Personnel your last call, 797-7810, whether you're looking for a job or looking for employees. Scott Anderson, Asher Murray with a 46-yard field goal as half expires. Bird adds 3 to their ledger, making it a 17-0 lead for the Bird Yellow Jackets.
Saw him score a soccer goal from about that distance when he was in 7th grade.
Kind of knew he had a future with using that leg of his. And his brother, of course, kicking at Miami.
Cal now.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Cal, my bad. I knew that. You corrected me about 2 weeks ago. Let's see. BTW fumbles at the 20-yard line. Bearcats recover with 5 minutes to go in the second. That's a fun one. And Montreal Lewis with a second rushing touchdown. 2-point conversion. No good, though. That's from Connor Tugwell on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. And Bossier now is tied up with BTW.
Okay.
Kind of suspected that was going to be a very entertaining game tonight, Esther. And, yeah, Chris Heron says with 1:46 left, kind of worry about North DeSoto having too much time there. Toby lets us know that Airline is now up 18. It says 18-14. This guy's got it. I bet it's 28. Chris Hart, 8-yard run on 4th and 2, so 28-14. I bet it's 18-14. We took a little trip. Yeah.
Sorry.
Along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi.
That song 12 times a day growing up.
Once again, for our young audience out there, this is just for you, as we're going to give you more of Boxcar Willie's greatest hits. as we rock and roll on.
I wasn't expecting a Johnny Horton reference tonight. I really
Johnny
wasn't.
Horton.
Yeah, but you knew the name.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he did. You know.
That's my sports.
Friday Football Frenzy is powered by Chevyland. Also, our show coming at you courtesy of the wonderful people over Goodwill International. Goodwill International of North Louisiana. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. It's been around since 1926, serving 26 parishes from Ellick all the way up. They provide our unsung hero when we visit with our coaches on our Skin and Dent Coaches Conversations after the games tonight. We'll ask them about the unsung hero, the young man who goes out there and just gets the job done but doesn't get a whole lot of attention. But without him, there's chaos. And that's what we have with Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. With their GED programs, their job placement. They do so many wonderful things for people who just need something to help one more time here, and that's exactly what Goodwill Industries does. They're good people, and we are so glad to have them a part of our show as well on a regular basis. We'll be back with more Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM. KQ69GO. 1017 FM. KEEL. Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810. When those dental needs arise, it's nice to know that Doctors Jared and Mackenzie Boyd are here to take care of you at Boyd Family Dentistry. You'll find them online at ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. You'll also find them online at 2042 Line Avenue in Shreveport. And, of course, give them a call. Set up an appointment, 318-425-5356, 318-425-5356, ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. Boyd Family Dentistry, the home of same-day crowns and emergency dental care. We've all seen the smiling face for Goodwill Industries, but do we know what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is actually doing in our community? Did you know they provide janitorial services, groundskeeping services, switchboard operators? They also have employees at state offices and libraries, at the federal courthouse, the VA, and the private sector as well, right here in Shreveport-Bossier, with accounting, payroll, HR, IT, maintenance, and so much more. Yeah, they've got the retail centers, and yeah, they've got 6 job centers, but they do so much. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Truck Month at Chevyland. Big deals on 2025 Silverados and 2026's 2.9% financing. Go check it out. Stephen Burpka texts in and lets us know Parkway has scored. They're up 41-20 now in that game. Parkway on top of Natchitoches Central, 41-20 in the second half. And so there we go. One more text coming in. Parkway, well, same thing, 41-20. Where are we going here, Rube? Mike Sewell joins us between the Pines at Houghton on the Chasing Aces hotline as the Bucks hosting the Raiders. This game should be played out in the open sea. It's the Buccaneers and the Raiders, for Pete's sake. But let's go between the Pines. Mike Sewell, what's happening in your game?
Hey, just finished the first half. Houghton moving the ball well. It took a 21-7 lead, and Huntington drove down the field and just converted a 4th and goal on the last play of the first half with Whitaker to Caden Starks again, hooking up for the second touchdown for that combination. 4th and goal, but they scored, kicked the extra point. It's now 21-14 Houghton at the half. Houghton to get the ball to start the third quarter.
All right, so Houghton will get the ball to start the third quarter, up 21-14. What's working offensively for Houghton tonight, Mike?
Houghton mixing the ball up, running and throwing well. Brandon Craig broke a long run, 64 yards for a touchdown, for the second touchdown for Houghton. And then the mid-range passing, Ethan Johnson has a score. That doesn't surprise anyone. And then Craig caught a ball coming out of the backfield for a touchdown on fourth down as well. So mixing it up. Huntington are doing most of their damage through the air. They are running the ball a little bit. But Houghton's run defense actually stepping up, and Whitaker has such a big arm, and they've got some athletes that can go get the ball. So Huntington's vertical passing game has been their big mover so far.
Should be a fun second half. Houghton on top, 21-14 between the Pines. Mike Sewell on the Chasing Aces hotline, getting us all updated. Thank you very much, Mike.
Hey, thanks, Fletch.
You bet. Airline 4th and 9 at the Evangel 33 with 2:23 to go, and they are up 28-14 after recovering an onside kick. Grady Smith joins us. Woodlawn and Minden. They're glad to have you back, Dr. Smith, on this wonderful night. And once again, condolences on the loss of your mother. And I know that we are just I know it's heartbreaking for you, but we really do appreciate any and everything you do for not only those young men and women at Woodlawn, but also hanging out with us on Friday nights, sir.
Man, I appreciate it, Fletch. I got the message, man, so I sure appreciate you, brother.
Your buddy is heartfelt. I hope you know that. So
Yes,
what's
sir.
happening in your game tonight? You're more than welcome.
We are down 14-6 with 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Minden has the ball going in about the 35 going in. It's 1st and 10. It's ball on the 23. 1st and 10. Like I said, 51 seconds left, so we hope we can hold them before the half.
All right. How's it? Is Woodlawn playing a good, clean game tonight, Dr. Smith, or are they leaving some points out there?
We are playing a good, clean game, man. It's been penalties on both sides.
Okay.
But both teams are running the ball. It's evenly matched right now, so it's looking pretty good. Good ball game.
I think you're right. I think this is a really evenly matched game, and it's probably going to end up who has the ball last could very well be the one who ends up bringing home the win. Dr. Grady Smith taking care of all the folks over there at Woodlawn High School on Wingate, taking care of us tonight on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you, Dr. Smith.
All right. Appreciate it.
You bet. Let's get back over to Bossier with Connor Tugwell. Tug, what's happening in the Bossier Bearcats BTW game?
Well, I hate to criticize the officials, but I'm going to do it here for a second.
Fire away.
Very, very blatant miss safety call. The kid for BT tried to, catch the kickoff at the 5-yard line.
Right.
He touches it and runs off the field, and we recover it in the end zone. It should have been a touchdown, really. But they gave BT the dub the ball in the 20. They went on to score. But it's a really good game, 28-21 BT right now, and we got about 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
We've been asked to announce that we need a red Chevy truck.
Someone's red Chevy truck's getting ready to get towed there, Tug. 28, is it 28-20 or 28-21?
28-21 right now.
Okay, so 28-21. Bossier trailing about 2 minutes ago in the second in a really fun football game between the Bearcats and BTW in a district tilt. Taking care of business. That's Connor Tugwell. Tug, thank you very much for the update, buddy.
Sir, thank you for having me.
You bet. Bo Waddell, let's get an update on the Calvary Cavaliers, the number 5 team in Class 2A, as they are at Darbone Woods tonight on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Bo, what's happening?
We're in the middle of halftime right now. We got 30 minutes left till the second half, but it ended 30-0. The last one was David Amos with a 5-yard run up the middle. So getting some other guys in and getting some reps.
So I assume the starters are pretty much kind of done for the night?
I say yes, but you never know until the start of the second half to see who he puts out there. So.
Yeah, they might play another series in the third quarter. That's what a lot of coaches do. Get them out there for one more drive and then make sure everything's A-okay and then start putting in the backup. So should be A-okay. And, of course, our main concern right now is with Bo Waddell and where he's going to eat between Farmerville and coming back to town. He's got Bojangles at the Farmerville exit, and Ruston has added, there's 15 places to eat now on the interstate now at Ruston. So, and if you wait long enough,
maybe the Mexican food, but I don't know if that's going to be the case.
Well, and if you wait long enough, there'll be a Buc-ee's soon in Ruston.
I said that last year we were playing at Northwood against Green Oaks, and I thought it was going to be a run o'clock. It ended up not being one. I was excited about Trejo's because I never get to go there up there, and we didn't have a run o'clock, and I didn't get Trejo's. So.
Oh, man. See, we don't need sad Bo. We want happy Bo. So, come on, running clock. Let Bo eat, doggone it. All right, Bo Waddell taking care of us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Great job, Bo. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Somebody may have a better
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
in FHS. I think you have to possess it. I think if it touches you, it doesn't matter. If it breaks the plane, it's a touchback.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's the rule.
Okay.
But I've been out of the game for a long time.
Just a little bit, huh?
Airline 28, Evangel 14, North DeSoto 21, Northwood 14, Parkway 41, Natchitoches Central 20, Houghton 21, Huntington 14, BTW 28, Bossier 21, Minden 14, Woodlawn 6, Calvary 30, Darbon Woods 0, Bird 17, John Ehret 0, North Webster 14, Homer 0, Lake Charles Prep 20, Mansfield 6, Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8, Green Oaks 8, Union Parish 6, North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter 6, Haynesville 28, Plain Dealing 0, Red River 20, White Castle 0, Lakeside 21, Northwood Lena 6, Cedar Creek 16, Glenbrook nothing, St. Mary's 19, Manny 16, Catholic Baton Rouge and West Monroe tied at 14, Neville 16, St. Thomas More 0, no score yet for Ringgold and Arcadia. DeQuincy leads Lakeview 32-0. Final from last night, Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell 6. A couple more from last night in that same neck of the woods. St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. OCS leads Madison 45-0. Sterlington on top of West Washita 21-0. Catholic New Iberia still taking it to Notre Dame down in the Acadiana region, 28-0 right now. Final from Thursday from down there as well. Acadiana over New Iberia 60-0. So they got things right last night after a couple of rough ones. Karen Crow 28, Barb 21, Archbishop Shaw 21, Lafayette Christian 6. Ash on top of Opelousas now 31-6, so starting to pull away there. John Curtis leading Rummel at halftime 14-3. Brother Martin over Jesuit 14-7. Central Baton Rouge leads Cecilia 25-0. And some local interest from last night. Final scores: Captain Shreve 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, and Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Connor apologizes for the rant about the refs, he says. I said, no worries. BTW scores. No, they don't. I'm sorry. It's till, wait, do we have 28-21?
That's what you told me was 28-21.
Okay, yeah, 28-21 just before the half. All right, so he was just updating that to make sure he had that. Evangel with a pick in the end zone.
Okay.
Hold on the return, though, so 3rd and 10 on their own 12 with 1:10 to go in the half. You better get that clock down to 0 or Airline will be attacking with any time on the clock.
North DeSoto was able to get a field goal, apparently, so 24-14.
That might be very big in this game. All right, that's at halftime now? No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Jimmy Watson's at that game, and he just posted that.
Okay. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. Taking care of your Chevy business because they are the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Why would you go anywhere else? Ruben, y'all are probably the #1 as far as vulgar bands. Y'all are probably #1 in the city, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Who would want to go listen to like the 4th most vulgar band?
No, nobody.
Nobody. Makes no sense. If I want to go listen to a band, get out there and sing about, the meat department at the grocery store or whatever. And
yes.
Horrible things that happen.
Yeah.
I want to go with the best.
The absolute best.
If you wanted to go someplace that's, hey, we're the #9 steak place in town. Who goes to that?
No, nobody.
I want to go to the #1 steak place.
Numero uno.
Right. Chevyland's #1. Numero uno for, look at us. I didn't even take Spanish class.
Exactly.
Numero uno in the area for Chevy dealerships. Why would you go to number 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or 7? That makes no sense to me. Okay.
Not at all.
All right. There's a lot of things. I'm old now, Rube. I'm 60. So I'm getting cantankerous as we by the minute.
Oh.
And so when people do dumb things, it just makes me, I just go, well, what are you doing? Why would you do something dumb?
Stop it.
Stop doing dumb things. Yes, Ruben. Stop being dumb. Okay. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We will rock on here on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel, right after this.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Bell Brothers Lumber, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, just northeast of Bossier High between I-20 and East Texas, 318-747-1194. They are truly your local lumber company. They can do it all. Window installation, lumber supply, custom cabinets and doors, expert guidance and planning, hardware, and yes, hot shot delivery service where they'll bring your lumber and hardware needs right to your doorstep. Get in touch with Spell Brothers Lumber, locally owned and operated, 747-1194. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skint and Dent Furniture and Appliances. You can't see the dent, you can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skint and Dent. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skint and Dent, bringing you Coach's Conversation. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. 8:21 the time. 38 minutes and 39 seconds before the 9 o'clock hour. 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Couple of texts here on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, 318 Guy Pile. Another pick by Airline in the end zone. It's half at Broadacres Road. Airline takes a knee, halftime 28-14. On top of Evangel with Peyton Pop Houston picked off twice in the end zone. Okay, where are we going, Rube? Scott Anderson is at the Bird game where the Bird Yellow Jackets and Lee Hedges are taking on John Ehret on our Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Scott, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, Tim. Well, we are just coming back out of halftime, and Bird is enjoying a 17-0 lead right now.
Nice. And by the sound of this, it appears that the Bird defense is playing a lights-out game. Scott, is that the case?
Bird defense is pretty tight today. They've a little bit of back and forth up and down the field, but the defense is playing strong and some heavy doses of Colin Deere and Christian Maxey, and Bird seem to have control of that first half for sure.
Okay, and who gets the ball to start the third quarter? Do you remember?
Bird does, actually.
Ooh,
they won
right.
the toss and deferred to start the game.
Okay, so Bird with an opportunity to put some more distance between themselves and the visitors from South Louisiana. Bird and John Ehret, it's 17-0. The always pleasant Scott Anderson giving us the update on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you, Tim.
You bet, buddy. Scott's a good dude, man. 8:23 the time. 36 minutes and 55 seconds before 8:24. Thank you so much. Just in case. We're here to help in any way that we possibly can. This is week 4, by the way, of Friday Football Frenzy. Another one of our wonderful sponsors here on the regular basis are our friends at Skint and Dent. They'll be bringing us our Coaches Conversations. I was talking to Ruben earlier about why people do things that aren't smart. Mm-hmm. Why would you buy any appliance from anywhere other than Skint and Dent? I don't get it. Skint and Dent sells appliances brand new from the factory for about 40, 50% discount. They may have a blemish, they may have a dent, may have a little scratch on them, but guess what? Those socks are still getting cleaned in the washing machine.
Not dumb.
That casserole you put in that oven, still going to get cooked. Who cares what's on the outside? Skent and Dent, 814 Shreveport Barksdale, taking care of business with their coaches' conversations. Dr. Morgan joins us now.
Hey there.
What's going on, Dr. Morgan, in Mansfield, where the Wolverines are taking on the Lake Charles Prep Comets tonight on the Chasing Aces hotline?
We just finished halftime, and the score is LCCP 20, Mansfield 6. It's a tough one.
It is. It is. It was 6-6 when we talked to you last time. So what has LCCP done so well here recently?
Well, they've scored the ball.
Okay, that does it. That does it.
They've scored
Hey,
the ball.
tell Coach Barbay to stop them from doing that.
Yeah,
know?
that would be nice. I mean, our guys are hanging in there, but, it's a large, well, I don't know, they probably have about the same number of guys, but they do have some size on them. Okay. And so it's a tough game for our guys. But they're hanging in there.
They are, and they're going to fight. But hey, you remember, Dr. Morgan, they trailed Minden 35-0.
Gosh, that was a game.
Wasn't that something
You're
else?
right.
So
That was.
I will never give up on Mansfield. I learned my lesson in week 1. Do not ever count the Mansfield Wolverines out. So we're not counting them out yet.
Amen. You're right about that.
All right.
And we've got some athletes on our team this year, and a lot of juniors who are really good. So Barbay's got another year that looks pretty good for him.
Well, we like that as well.
Our quarterback's a junior, yeah.
All right, and keep giving the ball to McGee's, and good things will happen. So there we go.
Ooh,
Dr.
Morgan.
Morgan.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
Let's have it. Go Wolverines.
Thanks, Dr. Morgan.
Go.
All right, let's get back with Mark McGee. Logansport and Delta Charter as they make their way to the eastern side of the state here. Hey there, Mark McGee on the Chasing Aces hotline. How's it going?
We just started off just kicked off the second half to Packett with a good return up the middle, brought him back to about the midfield. So we went into half 14-8.
All right.
Right before the half, we had a 18 play drive that got down into the red zone, just couldn't capitalize. So that would have been nice to go into the half with that up by 2 touchdowns, but here we are. So we're going to see if we can get something going started in the second half.
Okay, there we go. So Logansport clinging to a 6-point lead, trying to add to it here. Mark McGee taking care of us, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, Mark. All right, we're going to Jason Laufenberg now. Jason Laufenberg with North Caddo. Last time we checked in with the principal. Remember, the principal is your pal, and apparently there's some fireworks aplenty in Vivian. So what's happening, Jason Laufenberg?
All right, we've got the fireworks at halftime. I hope you can hear me.
We can. Yeah.
All right. It is 24-8 at the half. North Cattle's up.
Okay, 24-8 halftime. Is it homecoming at North Caddo this weekend?
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, sir. It was. It's our middle school night, so we had a lot of different ones from like Herndon and Little North Caddo performing today at half.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, if fellas, if we could get the North Caddo fireworks budget to the Friday Football Frenzy food budget, we'd start having steak here every Friday night.
They must have thrown in a few extras, I promise.
Good stuff, Jason. We'll be checking back with you, man. Thank you very much, Jason Laufenberg.
All right, boys.
See you, buddy. Dwayne Woodard from the front row, just like Bob Euchre, buddy, on the front row. Haynesville and Plain Dealing. Dwayne, what's happening in your game, sir?
Well, Eli Bray just hit a halftime walk-off field goal of 50 yards.
Wow.
To make it 47-0.
47-0.
We knew how the game was going to go before it.
Right.
Before the ever does. But he just hit a 50-yard field goal on a kind of a wet field with heavy air. Would have been good for another 3-4 yards.
All right, so
that was good.
Dwayne, you're the
Angel
guy
has scored. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask, how close is that to being a school record?
I would. Hunter Bauer would have a better understanding of that, but I believe that I know that's Eli's longest.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah,
I interrupted you though, Dwayne.
That's the longest that I've been doing stats going on 16 years now, and that's the longest I've ever witnessed.
Okay. Now, I interrupted. You were going to give us something there, and I just got in the way here. So please say what you were going to say there, if you don't mind.
Haynesville has scored just about every way except a kickoff return, a punt return, and a pass. That's it. But safeties, a scoop and score, 75-yard run, 44-yard run. The JV team's been in since about the 9-minute mark of the second quarter. But it is halftime now and 47-0.
Very good. Dwayne, I don't think we have to worry about a comeback and checking back in with you. So keep that foot elevated. Keep that foot elevated.
I'm about running out of paper, Fletch.
Okay, Dwayne. Thank you very much for the update, sir.
All right.
Have a good weekend, Dwayne.
You too.
And hope those dogs win tomorrow for you as well.
I do too. Thanks.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
First Choice Personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Airline 28, Evangel 14, North DeSoto 24, Northwood 14, Parkway 48, Natchitoches Central 27, Houghton 21, Huntington 14, BTW 28, Bossier 21, Minden 14, Woodlawn 6, Calvary 30, Darbon Woods 0, Bird 17, John Ehret 0, North Webster, that's got to be a different score by now. North Webster 14, Homer 0 was the last one that we had, right? Okay. Lake Charles Prep 20, Mansfield 6, Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8, Green Oaks 8, Union Parish 6, North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter 8, Haynesville 47, Plain Dealing 0, Red River 26, White Castle 0, Lakeside 21, Northwood Lena 6, Cedar Creek 16, Glenbrook 0, Manny 22, St. Mary's 19, Catholic Baton Rouge and West Monroe tied at 14, Neville 16, St. Thomas More 0, no score reported yet for Ringgold and Arcadia, DeQuincy 39, Lakeview 0, some Monroe area finals from Thursday, Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6, St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18, OCS leads Madison, that one's tonight, 45-0. Sterlington ahead of West Washita 21-zip. Catholic New Iberia still with the lead big, but Notre Dame has scored, so it's now 28-7 Catholic New Iberia in that game. A final from Thursday, Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. In a back-and-forth game, Karen Crow leads Barb now 35-21. That's the first time there's been a two-score gap in that game. Archbishop Shaw 21, Lafayette Christian 6. Ash leading Opelousas 38-6. John Curtis on top of Rummel still 14-3 in that game. Brother Martin leads Jesuit 14-10. Central Baton Rouge leading Cecilia 25-7. And some finals from last night of local interest. Captain Street 59, Benton 48. Loyola 56, Southwood 0. Southside 45, Lafayette High 24. And Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. And make First Choice your last call, 318-797-7810. First Choice Personnel, specializing in e-services, workforce recovery plans, on-site management, payroll processing, candidate testing, custom solutions, and more. 318-797-7810. From our Boyd Family Dentistry text line, Maxey scores on a 5-yard run to cap the second half opening drive. Bird up 24-0. All right. With 7:30 to go in the third quarter, Bird is now up 24-0. Looks like the Bird Yellow Jackets are going to get their initial win of the season. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. We're going back out to the stadium for more updates right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place? Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf. Goodwill Industries presents our Unsung Hero each and every week with our high school coaches and our high school coverage, because basically who's a bigger unsung hero around here other than Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana? They've been around since 1926. They cover 26 parishes in North Louisiana, employing over 250 people, but more importantly, really, the type of services they have: job placement, training, GED, independent living for foster youth. So much good coming from Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there in ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, Games, Workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Paints and Supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178.
Hello. Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Hope all is well with you and yours. 8:35 on this Friday night. Hester, did the Mudbugs win or lose today?
I don't know. I know they played early.
All right.
Let's see here.
A couple of baseball scores for you of note. The Yankees are leading the Orioles 8-4 real quick. Blue Jays are leading the Rays 4-2. These are of significance. Tigers and Red Sox tied 3-3. That's a big one for the Astros.
Yeah.
Astros are pulling hard for the Red Sox tonight with 3 games to play. The Astros are a game out of the wild card behind Detroit. Now, our fearless leader, Greg, who sits right there, is pulling hard for his Detroit Tigers, or is he really?
I don't know that he is, honestly.
I think that he may just be,
he's sort of conceded the point, and he'll just cheer for the Brewers rest of the way.
Yeah, that's probably not the worst idea. Yeah. Astros and Angels play later on tonight. The Guardians, by the way, are getting absolutely tore up by the Rangers, 7-2. So if the Tigers win, they're tied with Cleveland again.
I think, aren't they already?
No, I thought they were a game behind.
I don't know.
Yeah, Cleveland's a game ahead of Detroit now. And so, no, you're right. They're tied. You're right. Yeah.
I thought that was the case. But
so there we go. Chris Smith joins us here from Lakeside, taking care of business tonight against Northwood Lena on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Chris, what's happening in your world?
We just came back from halftime.
Okay.
It's 11:54.
Okay.
In the third. So 4-21 Lakeside, Northwood Lena 6.
Okay, so you literally are coming back from halftime with 6 seconds eaten off the clock.
Back.
All right, well, hopefully you got some popcorn and a Coke or something there, Chris, to take care of the
I'm
appetite.
over here cooking burgers for the other team. So.
Ooh, good for you. Well, that's a nice thing to do. All right, Chris Smith taking care of those Lakeside Warriors tonight. Save one for Coach Ware, of course. 21-6, right. Lakeside on top, early third quarter. We'll be back with you later on, Chris. Thanks for the update. All right, it's still 8-6, by the way. Coach Bucker says halfway through the third quarter with Union Parish and Green Oaks. Wow. So Nick Peoples is doing a fantastic job at Green Oaks. And I hope that, as we have mentioned before, that I think that when Roy interviewed Nick after the Soul Bowl win, he referred to him as the interim head coach. And I was like, I didn't quite realize they haven't taken the interim tag off.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. I don't know what the young man has to do to have that taken place. I don't know if it's a Caddo Parish School Board thing.
Magic trick?
I don't know, but he won the Soul Bowl. He's got Green Oaks being extremely competitive every single week. And so, he's a good guy. So we hope that works out for Nick Peoples But right now, they're taking care of business, winning on the road at Union Parish. So that's a little bit of a surprise. Who are we trying to get in touch with now? Keith? All right, if you can't get Keith, let's try Jeremy. If you can't get Jeremy, let's try Frank. I'm just throwing out names.
Just throwing out first names.
What about Luke? Huh?
Books of the Bible now.
Right. Zebekiah, is he available? Who else do we have? Where's the meat sweat guy?
Where's the meat sweat guy?
Who do we have? Jeremy Koss joins us. The Manny Tigers and St. Mary's are having a whale of a game tonight. And for the first time, checking in with Jeremy on the Chasing Aces hotline. Good evening, Jeremy. How are you tonight?
Doing good.
That's awesome. And more importantly, I guess, buddy, how are those Manny Tigers doing?
Well, come out kind of slow on defense. Our offense is, looking good, but we had trouble stopping St. Mary's, and towards the end of the second quarter, we stopped them on 2 series in a row, and right now we're up 19 to 22-19 with 10 minutes left in third. So we just started third quarter.
Okay, very good. Last week, first loss of the season. And so you have to kind of wonder, do the kids do the old, oh boy, here we go again? But it sounds like, Jeremy, they've come out and played pretty well tonight, especially on offense.
Yes, we have. We came out and we lost a couple players last week with some injuries. I think we got 4 starters out.
Oh boy,
on defense. So but we're holding on, I guess you can say.
Okay, well, hold that rope, man, and batten down the hatches. Thanks, Jeremy.
All right.
4 starters out on defense for Manny. Going to Frank. Frank Nettles joins us from down in the Lafayette area, where Neville, the number 7 team in Class 5A, taking on the number 3 team in Class 4A, St. Thomas More. Hey, Frank, how's everything going tonight?
It's going great. It ended at half for 16-0. We're fixing to start the second half, so y'all might want to come back to me here just a little bit so I can give you a little bit better update, because the halftime was a little longer than I thought it would be. St. Thomas More showing off their girls and their pretty little girls and all that dance team stuff, which was great.
Of course.
And we just kicked off to St. Thomas More. They will take the ball and get to about the oh, Lord, he broke it open, but he's going. Hold on, guys. He's going.
Okay.
He might go. He did not go all the way. He got down around the Neville 30-yard line. So you may want to come back to me in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Frank Nettles, thank you very much for the update.
All right, bye-bye.
You bet. 16-0 Neville over St. Thomas More. One score, Hester, that I was kind of curious about. That Shaw Lafayette Christian. I bring it up because Rodney Ewan this morning on the show talked about how, they played Franklin Parish. Of course, Calvary, the number, 3 team, 5 team?
5, I believe.
5 in Class 2A. Beat the number 1 team in Class 4A last week.
Yep.
And he mentioned, he goes, that makes us get prepared for guys like Lafayette Christian, who we fully expect to see at some point. Lafayette Christian, who is the number 1 team in Class 2A, is playing the number 10 team in Class 4A. And I know the Louisiana Sports Writers Association poll is subjective, and it's not a scientific matter. But the number 10 4A team is beating Lafayette Christian pretty good at their place.
21-6, yeah.
And Calvary on the road last week at Franklin Parish, or was it?
No, it was
at Calvary. At home, took care of business against what was then the number 1 team. So I don't know. I'm just, if you go by the, hey, we beat those guys and those guys beat those guys, so when we play them, we beat those other guys.
It's a dangerous game you're playing, sir.
It is a dangerous game because in my mind, I've already got Calvary on the Superdome floor getting their picture taken by the guy who tells you to get off the floor.
That's not the guy anymore.
Oh, that's right. They've gone to someone else. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's get back to one of the main cogs in the wheel tonight. North DeSoto and Northwood, a great rivalry, whether it's being staged in Stonewall or Blanchard. The people turn out, and the only difference is you got to pay $10 to park close to the stadium at Northwood. North DeSoto and Northwood. Will Delafield on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Will, what's happening in your game, buddy?
So 24-14 at halftime. We got the ball coming out of second half. They just kicked off. We just picked up a first down. 11 minutes. Looks like a pretty steady diet of Kenny Thomas so far. So we'll see. A lot of ball game left. We're up by 10. We got the ball back about a minute and a half left in the first half and drove down. Had a first and goal, got a penalty. We ended up settling for a field goal. which is not bad. But just picked up another first down. So we got the ball. We're driving. We're on Northwood's 40-yard line. So see what happens.
You talked about a steady diet of Kenny Thomas. I had someone else that texted in and said Luke Delafield is just doing some more Luke Delafield type things out here. How is your son playing tonight?
In the first half, pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty dang good. So he just made some really good throws. I think he's got a couple touchdowns. I have no idea how many yards. But,
okay. But it looks good, though?
What's that?
He looks good, though, I assume, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so far so good.
All right.
Well, penalties have really hurt both teams. Actually, in the first quarter, we blocked the field goal, picked it up, and ran it back for a touchdown. Some kind of penalty in there somewhere. I have no idea what it was, but we ended up going down and scoring anyway, so I guess it really didn't affect the game. But a lot of flags in this game, a lot of penalties.
Okay. I wonder if the refs are trying to keep things kind of bottled up a little bit so the sparks don't fly. I don't know. But right now, North DeSoto, the number one team in Class 4A, leading Northwood 24-14. And I don't know if you saw this one, Will, but West Monroe is yeah. So if anyone thought that, North DeSoto must have beat a down West Monroe squad, that's not the case. They are they are ahead or tied with Catholic, right?
20-14 West Monroe.
No, 20-14.
Northwood Falcons are a very, very good football team.
Yeah, they are. And so there's going to be a fun second half. Will Delafield, who takes care of us for North DeSoto, taking care of us tonight. Thanks, Will.
All right, thank you.
You bet. First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Airline 28, Evangel 14, North DeSoto 24, Northwood 14, Parkway 48, Natchitoches Central 27, Halton 21, Huntington 14, BTW 28, Bossier 21, Minden 17, Woodlawn 6, Calvary 30, Darbon Woods 0, Bird 24, John Eyre nothing, North Webster 14, Homer 0, Lake Charles Prep 20, Mansfield 6, Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8, Green Oaks 8, Union Parish 6, North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter 8, Haynesville 47, Plain Dealing 0, Red River 26, White Castle nothing, Lakeside 21, Northwood Lena 6, Cedar Creek 16, Glenbrook nothing, Manny 22, St. Mary's 19, West Monroe leads Catholic Baton Rouge 20-14, Neville 16, St. Thomas More 0, no score reported yet for Ringgold Arcadia, DeQuincy leads Lakeview 39-8. Three finals from the Monroe area from last night: Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6, St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. Going on tonight, OCS with a big lead, 45-0 against Madison. Sterlington out in front of West Washita, 42-8. Catholic New Iberia leads Notre Dame 28-7. A final from last night down that way: Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. Karen Crow leads Barb 35-21. Archbishop Shaw ahead of Lafayette Christian 21-6. Ash leading Opelousas 38-6. John Curtis ahead of Rummel now 21-12. Brother Martin leads Jesuit 14-10. Central Baton Rouge ahead of Cecilia 25-7. And local games of interest locally from last night. Captain Tree 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, and Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. It's 8:48. 11 minutes and 47 seconds until the top of the hour. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. We've got more games to get to. Holy moly, so many games, getting down to crunch time. Want to thank our fine friends over at Alsco for their continued support of our radio endeavors in every shape, form, or fashion. Alsco, uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. 318-636-0404. Alsco.com. We'll be back with more Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Scant & Dent has been around here in Shreveport-Bossier for just about 12 years. 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. The Hill Brothers, Devin and Rance. Man, these guys know it inside and out. The business of getting you appliances and furnishings that may have just a slight little cosmetic defect, a little scratch, a little dent, but up to 50% savings over the big box stores. Why would you go anywhere else other than Scant & Dent, 814 Shreveport-Barksdale Highway? If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
If you have uniform needs, tablecloths and napkins to be picked up, laundered, and delivered, anything to do with taking care of your facility, from wet mops to floor mats to washroom needs and first aid kits and equipment, you can count on Alsco. 318-636-0404, alsco.com.
Breaking news and trending talk. 710 AM. 1017 FM. KEEL. Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
Well, welcome back. Yeah, a nice little wheel route. Virginia just takes the lead over Florida State, by the way, midway through the fourth quarter, 30-24, pending the extra point on a beautiful wheel route. I don't understand why more teams don't do wheel routes with running backs out of the backfield. Toby Todd joins us right here on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, airline at Evangel. And Toby, what's happening on Broadacres Road right now?
Well, we're at 7:47 left in the third quarter. 28 Airline, Evangel 21. They just their first possession of the third quarter hit a deep ball for a touchdown, probably about a 55-yard touchdown pass on third and long. Now they kicked off to us. Kenny Darby's got 2 carries for about 35 yards. On this series, he's all over. He's right now he's running tailback instead of receiver. So
really,
it's a whole lot of talent on the field and a whole lot of guys just doing what they can do. That's the third straight toss to Kenny Darby, and he's coming at me, and that was a 35-yard gain.
Wow!
So he's been tailback 3 straight plays, 3 first downs in a row.
I don't think Evangel prepared for that, because I don't think that's happened ever. Has it? Has he ever lined up at tailback?
No, we've tossed it to him on a couple reverses and a couple of shuttle passes, but that was the first one. First one I can remember, and seems like I've been at every game. So
yeah, I think you have. I think you've been at every game. Sometimes you just got to figure out a way to get the best athlete on the field the ball. And it sounds like that's exactly what Justin Scoggin is doing.
And he is good at that. He is. We've run it. We've run reverses. We've thrown some balls. We've had a diverse offensive night. So
very interesting.
So anyway,
okay.
About 6 minutes, 50 seconds left, 28-21. Airlines got second and 10. It looks like about the 23.
It would not shock me, Toby Todd, for there to be a fake toss to Kenny Darby, and somebody's going to be wide open on the other sideline going down the field.
And Evangel just tackled our ball carrier for no gain, and then got looks like a personal foul. Looks like he spiked his helmet.
Uh-oh.
Excessive celebration.
Oh, boy. All right. Okay.
So maybe a first down for the guys in white. We're not the boys in blue tonight. We're wearing white.
They're wearing blue, and so you're wearing white.
We got white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, white socks. We're
iced out, as the kids call it, I believe. So there we go.
That's right.
Airline
So
on top.
It'd be 1st and 10 airline at the. That looks like the 14-yard line. 14-yard line. 1st and 10
Knocking
airline.
on the door. Thank you very much, Toby Todd.
All right.
On the Chasing Aces hotline, we're going back to Keith Jellum. Let's get an update on Glenbrook real quick. Keith Jellum is at that game. Glenbrook trying to get something going against Cedar Creek, who had a 16-0 lead. Let's see if there's been an update. Keith, take it away.
Yeah. We're 11:30 left in the fourth quarter. We are down 24-0.
Oh.
We can't get a whole lot of momentum going. They're killing us, man. We've had 3 interceptions tonight on our side.
Oh no.
Yeah, we just can't get no momentum going, man.
That stinks.
It's a very physical team. They're doing their job. They definitely are.
Okay.
And so if I got any updates, I'll text you, and that way you get you call me back if we got anything good going.
All right. Thank you very much, Keith. Appreciate that, buddy. It's good stuff, man. We appreciate anybody and everybody calls Hester. I don't know if they know this, but we're not paying these people. No, they're doing this for free, which I wish you and Ruben would do, but y'all refuse to do something, that magnanimous. Have y'all ever thought about that?
I bought my own dinner tonight.
Well, that's very true. Have y'all ever thought about it just one time, like, hey, no, you don't have to pay us this week?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
No, that's okay. Just want to check and see if that was ever a possibility.
If I'm up here after 1 p.m., I'm making money. It's all there is to it.
I got you. All right, I got you. Okay, we got Montreville Lewis, touchdown. Extra point, no good. Bossier is now knotted up. 28 all.
You said extra point, no good?
Extra point, no good is what it says.
Would that be 28-27?
It would be 28-27, right?
I think so.
He said extra point, no good. So
it was 28-21 before that, unless we had the wrong.
Unless it was 28-20. But then it would be 28-26. No, unless it was 28-22, which it wasn't. So I'm going with 28-27. Yes. That's what I'm going to go with. We could get with Tamika here in a second. Let's find out what she would be able to tell us. We talked to Connor recently. Jonathan Harrison at quarterback for Bird. Several other reserves as well. So Stacy Ballou is able to put in the backups for the Bird Yellow Jackets, and they are trouncing John Ehret 30-0. So good for Stacy Ballou and the Bird Yellow Jackets, man. Get that.
So did they miss an extra point?
It appears they did, which is unusual.
I think they might have a different
person
taking those.
Yeah.
I feel like we knew that or something.
North DeSoto punted on their opening possession of the third quarter. Northwood drives right down our throat and scores, Will says. PAT, no good. 24-20 North DeSoto Griffins on top with 3:19 to play in the third. Verpka said we can call him back as well. Tamika joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Tamika, what's happening in that BTW game tonight?
Oh, this is going back and forth. This tied 28-28 with 7 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
28.
Yeah, it's between interceptions and just not moving the ball. Yeah, and then, So
right.
BT has the ball now, so I think we lose 4 yards. We was on the 40, about the 45, 46. So there is a timeout.
All right. Tamika, I'm confused because it was 28-21. Bossier scored, but did they make their extra point or did they miss it?
They made the extra point.
Okay.
But it was 21, but they only made 6. They missed a 2-point conversion on that one.
Okay.
So it was 21-28. And so they had the ball coming back in the second half, and so they was able to score.
Okay, so it's 28-28. Are we in the fourth quarter yet?
No, we're in the third.
Okay, third quarter.
7 minutes.
All right, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's y'all got a lot of game left there, Tamika.
Yeah, we got a lot of game left, and Lord have mercy.
Well, hydrate, Tamika.
Yes, yes.
That's my only health thing that I know. So that's why I don't do your job. All I do is just tell people to drink water, and I don't think that works. They got this bone sticking out, Tamika. Drink some water. Now take care of it.
Yeah.
Tamika, thank you for the update as always.
Thank you.
You
All
bet.
right, bye, Fletch.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter. Real quick, sorry about that, sound guy. What did we just suggest, by the way? And guess what happened? Airline fakes the toss to Darby. Halfback goes in untouched. So they faked the toss to him and handed it off to someone else. Airline now up 35-21.
Well, misdirection.
I don't know Justin Scoggins like the back of my hand, but kind of figured he was going to do something with Darby as a decoy after using him repeatedly. So
there's a walk-off win for the Red Sox, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
Over the Tigers.
I'm watching. I'm watching the last play here on Twitter, and 4-3 final. Red Sox over Tigers. That clinches a playoff spot for Boston.
And if Houston wins tonight, they're on the West Coast, they will be even with the Tigers with 2 games to play. I can't remember who has the tiebreaker in that. I know Cleveland had the tiebreaker over the Astros. And also Cleveland and Detroit are tied up as well for the American League Central. Hester and I and Rogers are the 3 last baseball fans apparently in Shreveport-Bossier.
And Greg.
And Puff,
Yeah.
who took this week off so he could watch the pennant race, and his team's not even in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Rangers are destroyed. The Rangers beat the Guardians. So
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Detroit and Cleveland are still tied for the division lead. The Astros win. It's Cleveland, Detroit, and Houston all have the same record with 2 games to go. Wild stuff.
You play all those games, and it still comes down to something like this.
Yep.
All right. Back to football. Airline 35, Evangel 21, North DeSoto 24, Northwood 20, Parkway 48, Natchitoches Central 27. Houghton is ahead. Are they? Or is it tied? I think it's tied.
Yeah, 21.
Tied at 21. I had the wrong thing written down there for a second. Huntington and Houghton tied at 21. BTW and Bossier tied at 28. Minden ahead of Woodlawn 17-6. Calvary on top of Darbon Woods 30-0. Same score for Bird and John Ehret. Yellow Jackets lead big there. North Webster 14, Homer 0. Lake Charles Prep 20, Mansfield 6. Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8. Green Oaks 8, Union Parish 6. North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter 8. Haynesville 57, Plain Dealing 0. Red River 26, White Castle nothing. Lakeside 21, Northwood Lena 6. Cedar Creek 24, Glenbrook 0. Manny 22, St. Mary's 19. Catholic Baton Rouge back in front now, 21-20 over West Monroe. St. Thomas More has finally scored also, but the missed extra point, I'm assuming they went for 2. So they trail 16-6 versus Neville. No score reported for Ringgold Arcadia. First final of the evening, DeQuincy 39, Lakeview 8. A trio of finals from yesterday in the Monroe area. Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6, St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. OCS big over Madison. That game is tonight, 52-0 so far. Sterlington also big against West Washita, 49-8. Catholic New Iberia leads Notre Dame 28-7. Final from yesterday down in that part of the world, Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. Karen Crow now running away with it. They have scored, by my count, at least 21 in a row in that game. It's now 42-21 over Barb. Archbishop Shaw still leading Lafayette Christian 21-6. Ash on top of Opelousas 45-6. John Curtis leads Rummel 21-12. Brother Martin on top of Jesuit 14-10. Central leads Cecilia 25-7. And some scores from last night of local interest. Captain Street 59, Benton 48. Loyola 56, Southwood 0. Southside 45, Lafayette High 24. And Ruston over Midland Legacy 49-21.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, 797-7810 if you're looking for a JOB. Or if you're an employer looking for employees, you can also go through First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. Pop Houston, Ernie says on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, a 52-yard touchdown. I don't know if it's a run or a pass, but Pop, 52-yard touchdown, 35-28. Evangel now within 7. Union Parish has taken a 14-8 lead over Green Oaks. Green Oaks has had a lead in every game this year, but the fourth quarter has not been their friend, and Union Parish scores and goes for 2 and gets the 2-point conversion. They now lead GO 14-8 with 10-11 to go.
And Huntington's taken the lead 28-21 over Houghton.
Huntington on top, 28-21. We'll get back out to Mike Sewell here in just a wee bit. Couple more texts coming in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Murray, 31-yard field goal. Bird up 33-0 now. Does that sound right? Yeah, 33-0. And Hester, did you say Haynesville 50?
It's now 63 apparently.
63.
Yep.
Okay.
57 and then now it's 63.
So they kicked another field goal.
Yep.
Okay.
If that's correct. Yes.
Right. And Toby gives us that. Will Delafield into the third. Griffin's driving. It's 24-20. Once again, Northwood has crept back into that one within 4. And so there we go. And Ernie says Darby is still in the backfield, but he's now cramping up a little bit. Well,
It's 35-28, right?
Yeah, 35-28. So, boy, the big games are really living up. They are living up to the hype. Good stuff, man. Gosh, it's fun. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com, 7500 Drury Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. The #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Taking care of you and yours on a regular basis. Family owned and operated since the 60s. Our show is also brought to you by Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers, bringing you our Player of the Week on Tuesday mornings. And you'll hear names like Kenny Darby, Pop Houston, Luke Delafield, Kenny Thomas. Those are the guys whose names will probably be mentioned as well on Tuesday morning when we go over the nominees. But somebody's going to stand above all the rest. Braylon Huglin of Calvary is our reigning Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers Player of the Week. All he did is catch 2 passes for touchdowns, 122 yards worth of touchdowns, and also had a pick 6 in a very pivotal part of the game in Calvary's win over the #1 team in Class 4A last week. If you're wondering, how do you not give it to Peyton Houston when he had 590 yards? Well, Calvary beat the #1 team in Class 4A, which is 2 classifications bigger than theirs.
Hugon probably never came off the field. He goes both ways.
Right. And so there's reasons why.
Sure.
And so we
not always cut and dry, people.
No, it's not. It's not just the numbers. Sometimes it's who they did it against, And so keep that in mind. But also keep in mind Morris & DeWitt Injury Lawyers when it comes to your choice for local attorneys. Trey Morris, Justin DeWitt, they are local. You want to know how these guys fare as attorneys? Well, check out their website, morrisdewitt.com. That's DEWETT. And look up their Google reviews. Over 1,700 5-star Google reviews. And don't forget, and Bryce Restovich last week, threw for 350 yards?
It was a bunch.
It was a whole bunch of yards. So we had a whole bunch of kids that really play lights out. And that's the fun thing about these Friday nights. We have so many great high school football players here, and it's showing up again tonight. All right, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Drury Drive, Shreveport. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. Bell Brothers Lumber is your local lumber company located at 1321 Martin Lane, just northeast of Bossier High School, featuring Hot Shot Delivery Service. They will deliver your lumber hardware needs swiftly and efficiently to your doorstep at no extra charge. And if you have a surplus, undamaged materials, they'll pick them up and give you a store credit in return. Spell Brothers Lumber, spellbroslumber.com. 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City, 318-747-1194. When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810. If we win, we riot. Virginia up 35-28 over Florida State with 2:31 to play. They've got a 3rd and 3, the south end zone or whatever at Virginia. Has no stands, by the way. And so it's just people standing on the hill. And so it's just nothing but 4,000 students waiting to rush the field, but Virginia does not convert on 3rd and 3. So it's 4th and 3, and they're going to have to punt the ball to Florida State down 1 touchdown. This is kind of a big deal.
Got a moron from Florida State who's like jawing and pushing and shoving. His coach has to come 15 yards out on the field. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop this stupidity.
You're trying to win a game.
Good Lord, guys.
Speaking of winning a game, it looks like the Parkway Panthers are going to take care of business tonight against the Natchitoches Central Chiefs at Preston Crown over. Stephen Verbka joins us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Verbka, what's happening in your game?
Right now, we just forced a fumble. Just returned it about 45 yards. We're going to be inside the 25 going in, up 55-34, 7:28 left in the third quarter.
What? In the third quarter?
Yeah, we had homecoming tonight. We got whacked with a delay of game. They whacked us instead. I thought it was normally 5, but I don't know if that's a halftime rule. They hit us with 15 right out the half. We went a little long in our halftime festivities. So, but we're 1st and 10 on the 25 going in. Then, Gary Burney and Damian DeCow show night tonight, and Gladney had a long touchdown pass.
Wow. I did not know they could penalize you for going too long on halftime. Okay.
We request an extended half, but you know how that goes.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so we're going to be 1st and 10 at the 15. We just picked up 10 on that rush, so we're going in. 7:19 left.
Okay.
So,
very much.
right.
Very well.
Right.
English, Fletcher.
Right.
Thank you, Stephen.
Bye.
Very, very well.
So do Philadelphia.
Much very. Let's get out to Mike Sewell out between the Pines. Houghton and Huntington has been a dogfight all night out there between the Bucks and the Raiders in a district tilt on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Mike Sewell, what's happening in your game, sir?
Man, the Raiders have absolutely taken over this game with vertical passing attack. Houghton's kind of shooting themselves in the foot with some untimely penalties on offense. Had a tipped ball off the receiver's hand to an interception with a big return for the Raiders. But Whitaker has thrown 4 touchdown passes to Caden Starks.
Wow.
And Spencer and Johnson, number 6 and number 11. The Bucks just have absolutely no answer for the vertical passing attack. Whitaker can throw the ball a long, long way, and he just has athletes that will go up and get the ball. They've made some unbelievable catches, and they just have so much speed and so much athleticism that they're just throwing the ball vertically at will.
And is it
35-21 Huntington? Houghton has the ball back. 9:36 left in the fourth. Long game with the homecoming halftime.
Homecoming halftime again. Houghton still has a chance, obviously, but they need points on this drive. obviously, Mike, in a big-time way, and they need to probably make it as quick of a drive as possible. But they trail right now by 2 touchdowns between the Pines. That's Mike Sewell handling our updates every single time with the Houghton Buccaneers, and it is greatly appreciated, Mike. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, Tim.
You bet. Bossier, now 28 all, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what
we had that? Okay. Now where are we going? Jeff Rose joins us. Minden and Woodlawn has been kind of an interesting game tonight. Jeff Rose joins us right now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Jeff, what's happening in your game?
Hey, man, Flex, this is a phenomenal game tonight. It's 24-6. Minden is up. Had to kick a couple of field goals tonight. We actually just closed out the third quarter with Minden missing a field goal. Very, very close, but missed it, and so turned it over on downs. So Woodlawn has the ball at Minden's 28-yard line, first and goal. So anyway, I'm sorry, I said first and goal. It's actually 3rd and 1. So I don't know where I got first and goal from, but anyway, it is 24-6 at the top of the fourth quarter.
Top of the fourth quarter. Okay, so Minden, who has had as much drama as any team should have in a season, has already had that kind of drama in 3 weeks. They're hoping to have just a relaxed fourth quarter. We'll see if that works, Jeff.
We'll see, Fletch.
That's right, man. Thank you very much.
No bets on the table.
No, sirree. I'm not going to do it, that's for certain. Thank you, sir. From the Boyd Family Dentistry text line, Union Parish has now taken a 22-8 lead over Green Oak, so the Fighting Farmers starting to stretch out a little bit. First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Airline 35, Evangel 28, North DeSoto 31, Northwood 20, Parkway 55, Natchitoches Central 34, Huntington 35, Houghton 21, Bossier and BTW tied at 28, Minden 24, Woodlawn 6, Calvary 30, Darbon Woods 0, Bird 33, John Ehret nothing. Final score. All right. I still haven't seen anything different for North Webster Homer other than 14-0 North Webster.
At least just text.
Yeah.
Beavers. Okay.
Lake Charles Prep starting to run away with it down in Mansfield. They lead now 42-14. Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8. Union Parish 22, Green Oaks 8. North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter 8. Haynesville 70, Plain Dealing 0. Red River 33, White Castle nothing. Lakeside 21, Northwood Lena 6. Cedar Creek 24, Glenbrook 8, Manny 22, St. Mary's 19, Catholic Baton Rouge 24, West Monroe 20, Neville 16, St. Thomas More 6. No score reported for Ringgold versus Arcadia. Final score, DeQuincy 39, Lakeview 8. Some finals from yesterday in the Monroe area: Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6, St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. OCS leading Madison tonight 52-0. Final score, Sterlington 49, West Washita 8. It was Catholic New Iberia 20, Notre Dame nothing. It is now 28-20. Wow. So those programs are just never out of it. That's another great game down in that area of the state. A final from last night, Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. Karen Crow leads Barb 42-28. Shaw now leads Lafayette Christian 31-6. Ash in front of Opelousas 52-6. John Curtis clinging to a 21-19 lead against Rummel. Brother Martin holding on to a 14-10 lead against Jesuits. Been that score for a while. Central Baton Rouge 25, Cecilia 7. And the finals from last night of local interest: Captain Street 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call, and a blast from the past. Jay Bolay texts in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. He says, I believe, pretty sure that North Webster's up 31-0.
Okay.
31-0 is what he has. So we'll go with that.
All right.
And touchdown, Evangel. 35-35.
I knew that wasn't over.
So people get ready. This thing is going to be pretty crazy. Yep. All right. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. 9-18. We are 41 minutes, 56 seconds ahead of 9:19. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. We'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Boyd Family Dentistry with Doctors Jared Boyd and Mackenzie Boyd, the dynamic duo and husband and wife partners there, and ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com at Boyd Family Dentistry. Understand when a dental emergency arises, you want to be seen ASAP. They understand that and try their best to be sympathetic in every way possible. Don't forget they also have comprehensive services like dental implants, porcelain veneers, root canals, fluoride treatments, same-day crowns and implant dentistry as well. Boyd Family Dentistry. The Hill brothers over at Skenton Dent are huge Mudbugs fans. They're huge football fans. They're basically fans of Shreveport Bossier, and you know who's a fan of theirs? Shreveport Bossier. It works both ways. Skenton Dent, up to 50% off on appliances, furnishings. Okay, it's got a little scratch. Can you see it? A little dent? I don't see it. Why would you care? Just collect the savings and enjoy Skenton Dent, 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. We are excited to have Chevyland as our title sponsor for the 13th consecutive year here on Friday Football Frenzy. Chevyland, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area. Chevyland, among the 250 top Chevy dealers in the entire country. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport.
All right. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland, watching a whale of a game as well. Florida State scores on 4th and goal from the 11-yard line with 26 seconds to play to make it a 35-34 game, trying to see if Florida State's going to go for two. This is a big deal because obviously Florida State is in the top 10. They've beat Alabama, and so that kind of affects strength of schedule. So it's kind of an interesting one. Let's go down to Connor Tugwell. Huh? Oh, we're okay. All right, so we're going. Let me get over here to Jeremy Koss, Manny in St. Mary's on the Chasing Aces hotline. Hey, Jeremy, what's happening in your game, sir?
Well, we're down 32-22. St. Mary's just threw a 69-yard TD pass and went up 10 on us, and it's 5 minutes to go in the fourth.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, Jeremy. Holy cow. What's happened with the Manny offense here in the second half? Why are they not able to get things rolling?
We just haven't been able to move the ball. The defenses, came out for St. Mary's in the second half. Most definitely.
Wow. Okay, so St. Mary's taking it to it defensively, playing at home, has something to do with it maybe as well, kind of fired up in front of the folks. But right now, still a little bit of time left, but some work to do for the Manny Tigers. Jeremy, thank you for the update, sir.
All right.
42-34, by the way. Airline has jumped out. It was 35-34. Kenny Darby takes the kickoff 98 yards, and Airline moves back in front 42-34. Frank Nettles joins us. Neville, down at St. Thomas More. Hey, Frank, what's happening in your game?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, sounds like Airline and them in a battle of the offenses. That sounds pretty good.
It does sound pretty good.
Anyway, we're 16-13, 11-20 in the fourth quarter. St. Thomas More, like I told you, they're not going to give up. They're well coached. They went in and made some adjustments. Neville a little stagnant on offense at this point. St. Thomas More's turned it up a couple of notches, making some great catches, some good passes. Neville right now on offense, trying to move the ball out, and right now sitting about the 30-yard line on a great catch. But just going to tell y'all that we've kind of got to just gotten into a lull. I can't tell you why. I don't know why. But I will say this. It's got to be from the adjustments they made at halftime for St. Thomas More and their offense. Because their offense had nothing going in that first half.
Right.
And this second half has been all St. Thomas More on offense.
Wow. Okay. And we're looking at about a full quarter of football still to play. Neville up 16-13 over the third-ranked team in Class 4A. Neville, number 7 in Class 5A. A great game down in the Lafayette area. Frank Nettles in charge of it for us on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you, Frank.
Yes, sir. Talk to y'all later.
You bet, buddy. We're going back to Connor Tugwell. Tug, what's happening in that Bossier game with BTW?
Hey,
what a
Fred.
fun one.
Sir?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Pretty good. BT Dub just got a QB sneak to put it at 34-28. They just kicked it off. Bossier's got the ball at about the 40-yard line, the Bossier 40.
Okay. How much time left in the game?
We got 8:50 left in the fourth.
Okay. A lot of time left. All right. Thank you very much, Connor Tugwell. Tug, it's 34-28 BTW in front of the Bossier Bearcats. Connor Tugwell on the Chasing Aces hotline. Thank you for the update.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Fletch.
You bet. All right. Anything else here? Airline, Darby, 98-yard, 99-yard.
42-21 now, Huntington leading Houghton.
Wow.
That was a 21-7 Houghton lead at one point.
Wow.
Yep.
And I wonder if Whitaker has thrown yet another touchdown. Huh. And it looks like Virginia is playing for overtime. They ran the ball on 1st and 10. Okay. You're at home.
He's already thrown 2 interceptions, though.
Well, both of them were given up by his own players. All right, let's see here. We need to get to – who do we need an update from before we go to our scores on the quarter? How about Logansport? Try Mark McGee, if you don't mind there. Rube on number 15. Because the last time we had that one, it was 14-8, right, Hester? We haven't had an update.
I think so, yeah.
Will Delafield texts in on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. Northwood drives down, scores, 2-point conversion, no good. So North DeSoto's lead is now 38-26. 38-26 with 7:43 to play.
Have we forgotten our charts?
Huh?
Going for 2.
Going for 2? Yeah, that's there. There's.
You don't have to do it.
Don't have to do it that time.
No.
You still don't have to do it. And by the way, final Haynesville 70, plain dealing nothing. Mark McGee joins us here on the Chasing Aces hotline. Logansport was on top of Delhi Charter, 14-8 at the half. Let's see what's happening now, Mark McGee, in your game.
And that is just how we just finished the game with the same score. So a lot back and forth in the second half, but Logansport was able to hang on to it and finish it out.
14-8 was the final?
Yes, sir.
When is the last time that you think your brother coached a game where there was only 22 points scored total?
I was just having this conversation. I don't know if ever.
Wow. I'm anxious to talk to Kevin. We'll try to see if we can get him tonight. But the good news is the Logansport Tigers picked up a win, 14-8. Logansport with a win at Delta Charter, and it's time to get on the bus. And how long of a drive was it? About 2 hours, 2.5 hours?
Right at 3. If you're at good speeds.
Well, yeah, at moderate speeds. No one needs those. Stay. I don't know what troop that is over there, but be careful. All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mark McGee, for the updates all night long, man.
Yes, sir.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
All right, Airline 42, Evangel 34, North DeSoto 38, Northwood 26. Some confusion on Parkway. It's either 54 or 55-34, but they lead it nonetheless. Huntington with all those points unanswered, 42-21 over Houghton now. BTW 34, Bossier 28, Minden 24, Woodlawn 6, Calvary 30, Darbon Woods 0. I would imagine that's changed also. Final score, Bird 33, John Ehret nothing. North Webster leading Homer 31-0. Lake Charles Prep on top of Mansfield 42-22. Final score, Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8. Union Parish on top of Green Oaks 22-8. Haven't got an update from North Caddo in a while, but it was 24-8, them leading Magnolia Charter at halftime. Haynesville over Plain Dealing, that's a final 70-0. Red River on top of White Castle 33-0. Lakeside leading Northwood Lena 21-6. Cedar Creek leading Glenbrook 31-8. St. Mary's 32, Manny 22. Catholic Baton Rouge 24, West Monroe 20. Neville 16, St. Thomas More 13. No score has been reported for Ringgold and Arcadia. Final score to Quincy 39, Lakeview 8. Some finals from the Monroe area from Thursday. Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6. St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8. Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. From tonight's games, OCS leading 52-0 over Madison. Final score, Sterlington over West Ouachita 49-8. Catholic New Iberia leading Notre Dame 28-20. Final from last night down that way, Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. Karen Crow leading Barb 42-28. Archbishop Shaw now big over Lafayette Christian 31-6. Ash leading Opelousas 52-6. Final score from New Orleans, and I'm sure it was a good one. John Curtis 21, Rummel 19. Jesuit has scored to cut that lead to just 5 for Brother Martin. Brother Martin 28-23 in the fourth quarter there. Central Baton Rouge leading Cecilia 25-7. And the Thursday games of local interest, Captain Street 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, Ruston 49, and Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Of course, our scores on the quarter coming at you, courtesy of First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. It's 9:30. We are getting into crunch time with so many games tightening up. Airline Evangel still up for grabs. Northwood's not giving up yet against North DeSoto. BTW Bossier going down to the wire. We'll check in with all those, and plus, we'll be calling some of our winning coaches here as we get rolling with our Skenton Dent Coaches Conversations. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, continues right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Our weekly high school coaches conversations are brought to you by Skint and Dent, furniture and appliances. You can't see the dent, you can't see the scratch on so many of these products, but there's still a steep discount on so many wonderful things at Skint and Dent. 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway, 318-869-2023. You may not see the dent, but you're going to see the savings at Skenton Dent, bringing you Coaches Conversations.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Boyd Family Dentistry bringing you our text line sponsorship yet again this year on Friday Football Frenzy. The husband and wife duo of Doctors Jarrett and Mackenzie Boyd taking care of you at 2 locations at Boyd Family Dentistry. They specialize in preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and of course, exceptional service. The husband and wife dynamic duo and the entire dental team at Boyd Family Dentistry would love to have you pay them a visit. ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com.
Well, let's get at it. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Let's get back on the Chasing Aces hotline and back out to Broad Acres Road, where a wild one just got wilder. Toby Todd is at the Airline Evangel game. Toby, what just took place?
7 minutes, 26 seconds left in the fourth, 42 all. Airline, Kenny Darby ran the 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to put us up 42 to 34. We drove down to the 2 and fumbled the ball on the 2, and they had a 98-yard scoop and score and went for 2 and tied it. Bob Houston on the scramble for the 2-point conversion. So 42 all, 7:26 left in the fourth. Evangel is kicking off to us now. And touchback. So we're going to get it 1st and 10 on the 20.
On the scoop and score, was there
It was a toss. It looked like a toss to Darby that kind of bounced off his thigh pad and bounced right to the DB that was coming downhill. And he was 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards behind any Airline player before they realized what even happened.
Wow. Wow. How's the crowd reacting out there? Because you sent a picture, and it looks like it's gotten pretty full up there.
The Airline side is almost to capacity, and the Evangel side is probably it's well over 50% now. There's a lot of empty seats, but there's a lot of people on the sideline and the fences, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just
people love sitting over, hanging around that fence, man. You know, it's a good vantage point for a lot of folks. All right, still plenty of time to go. Over half of the fourth quarter remaining, and it's all knotted up. Airline and Evangel, what a whale of a football game. All right, thank you very much, Toby. We'll probably be talking to you again.
All right, I'll be here.
All right, let's go to Lakeside's Chris Smith. They are home against Northwood Lena. Hey, Chris, what's happening in your game?
Just finished the game.
Okay.
I got real busy there at the end of the game. Northwood asked me to cook all their players and cheerleaders burgers, so I was trying to get all that stuff ready. But I'm pretty sure the final score was 36-14. We got our second string put in the fourth quarter, and we never did score again. And we allowed Northwood to march down the field and score a final touchdown. So
okay,
it was a great game.
Very good. Well, Emily Thompson just texted in and says North Caddo wins. So, yeah, there we go. All right, congratulations. All right, Chris, outstanding. The Meister Burger is taking care of everybody tonight with burgers down there at Lakeside and Sibley, feeding Northwood Lena and the Lakeside Warriors. That's a good dude, man. Thank you very much, Chris.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Stephen Verka says, 69-34 is the Parkway score. 69-34. And I don't know if that's a final yet.
What was the Lakeside score?
Lakeside score is, we think it was 36-14 is what we think. By the way, Florida State, Virginia in overtime. Florida State kicks a field goal, and now Virginia is going to try their field goal. They're down 38-35 in overtime. If they miss it, game over. If they make it, we'll go to a second overtime. We have anybody on the line right now? Okay. All right, so let's see here. How about
Manny has scored? It's 32-28 now.
Okay, all right. Let's check in with Manny. Let's see if Jeremy Koss will pick up the phone. 32-28. Is that what you said?
Yeah, not sure if they missed the extra point or is it still pending, but it's 32-28 right now.
Okay. Airline fourth down at their own 3. Oof. Oh boy. Evangel's defense and Virginia's field goal is good. We'll go to a second overtime between Virginia and 8th-ranked and undefeated Florida State.
A Houghton touchdown, so 42-28.
Okay. Jeremy Koss joins us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Manny, making things a little interesting here. What's going on, Jeremy?
Well, it's St. Mary's got the ball on the about the 25-yard line, on our 25-yard line with 1:27 left with third down. So we'll see what we do here.
Okay.
I think we're out of timeouts now. So
is it 32-28 or 32-29 or 32-30?
32-28.
32-28. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you need a touchdown, and you need to stop them.
Yes, sir.
Twice.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see what happens on this third down, Jeremy, if you don't mind.
Okay. All right.
Hang out with you here for a second.
Okay. Yep. Okay. They're coming to the line now.
All right.
down Neville.
Ooh, Neville.
23-13.
Sack. Oh, man, he scrambled. Oh, my God.
No.
Well, we had him 4 or 5 times in the backfield, and they completed the first down. But they fumbled the ball. We got the ball.
Oh.
They fumbled the ball, so we got the ball on the let's see what they say.
He's down.
No, they're saying he's down now.
Oh.
So, anyway, they got the first down, looks
Okay.
like.
All right. That's probably going to –
All right.
All right, Jeremy. Thanks for the updates, buddy.
All right.
Not a very long way to travel from St. Mary's there, but still. Let's see here. Connor Tugwell lets us know Bossier defense forces a punt. Bossier with a 49-yard pass down to the 1. First and goal for the Bearcats. And in that game, they were trailing 34-28. So where are we going right now? Yeah, we'll do Nettles, and then let's go to Connor or Tamika. Well, Connor, I guess, because it's Bossier that's knocking on the door. Quarterback power, touchdown, Cats. PAT is good. Bossier has moved in front. 35-34 with 4:07 to play. Wow. We thought that was going to be a good game. Where are we going here, Frank Nettles? Frank Nettles joins us again from Lafayette, where Neville is taking on St. Thomas More on the Chasing Aces hotline. Frank, what's happening in your game?
Well, Neville finally picked it up a couple of paces, guys. It is 23-13 in favor of Neville. Turley's Catholic pretty much owned the third quarter, and Neville has come back in the fourth quarter with about 5:18 on the clock and put one on the clock. Turley's Catholic, it is now 23-13. Turley's Catholic now with the ball. We've kicked off to them. They made a great run back. They are now on about Neville's 50-yard line. So we're getting in a little match here, a little offensive match, shall I say, to see who's going to score and try to make this game a lot tighter than it is.
Okay, Frank Nettles in a very good game down in Lafayette. St. Thomas More and Neville. Neville right now in the lead, 23-13. Frank Nettles, thank you for the update.
Yes, sir.
And we have had a snap go over the head of the airline punter. Safety Evangel has moved in front of airline 44-42.
And that game down in the Acadiana region, that was 28-0 Catholic New Iberia over Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Is now in overtime, 28-28.
Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. We go to Connor Tugwell. The Bossier BTW game has gotten extremely interesting. All right, Connor, catch us up to speed. What's the last couple of things that have happened?
A little too interesting for my liking, but we got the lead right now, 35-34. BT's got the ball at about the 45-yard line, their own 45-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 right here.
Stewart back to pass.
He's going for it all. Incomplete.
Okay. How much time's left in the game?
Good defense by the Bearcats.
We got 3:50 left in the fourth.
3:50. Okay. All right, Connor. Hang in there, man. We appreciate the updates.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wow. 9:41. I tell you what, let's go ahead and do a score on the quarter because we've got 3 games that are.
We've got some tight ones still.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get an update there if we don't mind. First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Evangel 44, Airline 42, North DeSoto 45, Northwood 26, Parkway 69, Natchitoches Central 34, Huntington 42, Houghton 28, Bossier 35, BTW 34, Minden 24, Woodlawn 6. Final score Calvary 37, Darborn Woods 15. Final score Bird 33, John Ehret 0. North Webster leading Homer 31-0. Final score Lake Charles Prep 42, Mansfield 22. Another final Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8. Union Parish was leading Green Oaks 22-8 late on in that one. The halftime score for North Caddo was 24-8 over Magnolia Charter. Final score Haynesville 70, Plain Dealing 0. Red River was on top 33-0 against White Castle. Final score Lakeside 36, Northwood Lena 14. Another final Cedar Creek 31, Glenbrook 8. Manny closed the gap, but unfortunately they fall a bit short. St. Mary's with the win 32-28 in that game. West Monroe gets the late touchdown, and it holds up 27-24. They defeat Catholic Baton Rouge.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
Neville 23, St. Thomas More 13, Arcadia 46, Ringgold 6. That's a final, as is DeQuincy and Lakeview 39-8. DeQuincy the winner there. 3 finals from Thursday: Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6, St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. Couple of finals from tonight: OCS 52, Madison 0, Sterlington 49, West Washita 8. Catholic New Iberia and Notre Dame in overtime right now, tied at 28. Final from Thursday: Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. Karen Crow and Barb, that's been back and forth all night long. Karen Crow now leads 56-42 over Barb in that one. Final score: Archbishop Shaw 31, Lafayette Christian 13. Another final: Ash 59, Opelousas 6. Final from New Orleans: John Curtis 21, Rummel 19. Brother Martin and Jesuit still going at it. Brother Martin leading 28-23. Central Baton Rouge leads Cecilia 33-7. And the finals from last night of local interest: Captain Shreve 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, and Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. Our show also is brought to you by the wonderful folks over at Alsco. Alsco.com, 318-636-0404. Uniforms, linens, facility care, first aid kits, and so much more. They take care of it for you. Alsco, 636-0404, Alsco.com. Evangel has the ball on the 3-yard line, trying to knock on the door, and that could be a big, big decision. A big score. They can get that in.
St. Thomas More touchdown as well, so Neville lead cut to 3.
Oh, buddy. There are some powerhouse football games going on tonight in week 4 of the high school football season. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Evangel, trying to see touchdown Evangel is what we're being texted here on the Boyd Family Dentistry text line. So that makes it 50-42, waiting for the PAT here. That could be a 2-score game if they are able to convert the extra point. Wowzer. What a wild one. Okay, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, and we'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country.
Scores on the corner, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber, with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com. We've all seen the smiling face for Goodwill Industries, but do we know what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana is actually doing in our community? Did you know they provide janitorial services, groundskeeping services, switchboard operators? They also have employees at state offices and libraries, at the federal courthouse, the VA, and the private sector as well, right here in Shreveport-Bossier, with accounting, payroll, HR, IT, maintenance, and so much more. Yeah, they've got the retail centers, and yeah, they've got 6 job centers, but they do so much. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today. Whether you're looking for that hot shot prospect in Bowman Chrome, or maybe that established star with any of the Panini products coming out for the NFL, or maybe Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and those Upper Deck Goodwin Champions cards that are out there, Sports Cards of Louisiana has something for everybody, plus Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178 on the north side of Brookshire. It's Sports Cards of Louisiana, 318-671-4991.
Breaking news and trending talk. 1017 FM and 710 Keel. KEEL Shreveport, a Town Square media station.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. It's 12 minutes till the top of the hour. We still have some incredible games going on. Ernie Velasco joins us right now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Evangeline Airline has been everything advertised and then some. Ernie, what's happening now?
It's 51-42 at 3:33, and here's a hook and ladder to they caught him on Evangel 45. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I hear myself delayed.
No worries.
Darby's still running the ball.
Okay.
And 15 yards a pop, pretty much, and they just did a hook and ladder, and they're on the Evangel 44-yard line. Oh, they find. Oh! that Darby, something else.
Yeah, he's not bad.
And he's spinning and hitting and getting hit and spinning, and still another 15 yards. So it's 3:11 to go, and they're on the Evangel 30.
Oh, they're already down to the Evangel 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darby, something else. Overthrown pass.
All right, that'll stop the clock, though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're hanging around here with Ernie, who is at the Evangel Airline game. 51-42. Airline needs to score as fast as they possibly can. By the way, the North DeSoto game is final. North DeSoto 52-26. 52-26. Okay. Ernie, what's happening now, buddy?
They're looking for the sideline for a signal. Now they're getting ready to. Oh, now they call timeout.
Of course they did. Sound like you have a rattlesnake nearby, so be careful. I hear something rattling near you, so I don't know where you are out there, but I don't want you to be in trouble. Okay, so Ernie, we got a timeout right now. Evangel up by 2 scores, and Airline is driving. Okay, thank you for getting us all reset, Ernie. Thank you so much, buddy.
All right, bye.
All right, let's get an update here from Tamika. Joins us. BTW has been in just a wild game tonight with Bossier. This has gone back and forth. Tamika Moore joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline. Tamika, what's happening in your game now?
Oh, child. Bossier just scored a touchdown and missed a point after, and now it is 41-34 off of a fumble that we had caused, and they got the ball back in good territory.
Okay, how much time is left?
A minute and 17.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Y'all got something in the old playbook, I bet, that'll cover some yardage in a minute 17.
Yes.
Okay. You're not buying it. I don't think I'm not convincing you, am I, Tamika?
I mean, I need Terrence Wynn to do something for me.
Well, let's just see.
I mean, he's up in the clouds, so I'm just trying to see what,
Let's see, Coach.
We got an angel, so I'm just trying to see what our angel can do for us tonight.
I get it. Let's see. So how much time again left to make a minute?
Minute 17.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here with the next play, if you don't mind, Tamika, before we take another little spin around the old scores. Tamika Moore joining us from Bossier High, where the Bossier Bearcats are trying their are trying their best to come back against Bossier. Bossier's up 41-34. This is a wild game right here. And
yes, we did a fair catch, so we're gonna start on the I think the 30-yard line.
Okay. All right. Still some time to go. Tamika, thank
All
you
right.
very much for the update. Tamika Moore, BTW. All right, they're still a touchdown away, but they've got the ball. By the way, Florida State just lost in double overtime, 46-38 to Virginia, and it is a massive humanity on the field right there. West Monroe beats Catholic, but gets boat raced by North DeSoto, someone texted in. Yeah. Yes, that is.
Comparing scores is a fool's errand.
It's a fool's errand. What a fool believes. But yeah, I do the exact same thing. All right. I'll tell you what, Rube. Let's go ahead and do an early version of Scores on the Quarter, if that's okay with you and Hester. And then, depending on Evangel Airline, we might go ahead and start calling some coaches. How's that sound? First choice personnel bringing you Scores on the Quarter.
Evangel leads Airline 51-42 late. North DeSoto over Northwood. That's a final 52-26. Not marked final yet. Right, Natchitoches Central still scoring, but it's Parkway 69, Natchitoches Central 40 in that game. Huntington 42, Houghton 28. Bossier leads BTW 41-34. Minden Woodlawn is a 24-6 score. That's not been marked final either, but the Tide with the lead there. Calvary 37, Darbon Woods 15. That is a final. Bird 33, John Ehret 0, also a final. North Webster leading Homer 31-0. Final score, Lake Charles Prep 42, Mansfield 22. Final score, Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8. Union Parish was leading Green Oaks 22-8. North Caddo 24, Magnolia Charter. That was a halftime score. Haynesville 70, Plain Dealing 0. That's a final. Red River leading White Castle 33-0. Final score, Lakeside 36, Northwood Lena 14. Final score, Cedar Creek 31, Glenbrook 8. Another final, Manny's comeback falls just short. St. Mary's with the win, 32-28. Big win for West Monroe. Final score, 27-24, Rebels over Catholic Baton Rouge. Neville leading St. Thomas More, 23-20. Final score, Arcadia 46, Ringgold 6. Also a final, DeQuincy 39, Lakeview 8. Trio of finals from Thursday in the Monroe area, Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6, St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18. Finals from tonight over in that part of the world, OCS 52, Madison 0, Sterlington 49, West Ouachita 8. In overtime, Notre Dame leads Catholic New Iberia 35-28. We'll try to get an update on that one, see what the final was, but 35-28 after being down 28-0. Notre Dame with the lead in overtime. Final from yesterday, Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. Karen Crow leads Barb 63-42. Final score in a big matchup down south, Archbishop Shaw 31, Lafayette Christian 13. Ash over Opelousas, that's a final, 59-6. Also a final, John Curtis with a big win, but a tough win, 21-19 over Rummel. Leading late on, Brother Martin 28, Jesuit 23. Not sure if that's gone final just yet or not. Central Baton Rouge 33, Cecilia 15. That one also not marked final just yet. And scores of interest locally from last night, Captain Tree 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0, Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the Quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Make First Choice your last call. I know this is going to surprise you, Esther. Airline just scored a touchdown. It's 51-49. Williams to Allen for the score. 51-49. Airline a throwback touchdown, according to PNET. It's 2:23 to play, and that game is 51-49. I don't know how many timeouts.
Yeah, I don't either.
They have. How many timeouts does Airline have? I'll ask Patrick that and see if we can get an update there. So, wow. And is the North DeSoto game, was it final? It was, right?
52-26.
52-26, is that right? 52-26. Esther, is North DeSoto, they're a state championship caliber team, aren't they?
Oh, no doubt they are. That's been proven now, last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
You had a roughing the passer penalty that kept the drive alive for Airline, by the way. according to 318 Preps on Twitter.
Okay. Well, let's take a timeout. We've still got that game to consider. And we'll go back out there with Toby or Ernie when we come back, and then we'll start calling coaches. Rude, that sound good to you? Opossum, where art thou? Performing at Bears on October 4th.
October 4th.
Along with Melvin and the Meat Sweats.
Aubrey and the Meat Sweats. And Sauce, the amazing Sauce, for the sausage party.
For the sausage party.
Yes.
And that sounds fun for some.
It'll be fun. I'll have Twinkies and moon pies to throw out to the audience, so we'll all
It's like going to the Highland Parade.
Yeah, a little bit.
Except there's good burgers.
Yeah.
There.
And Opossum Where Art Thou isn't allowed at the Highland Parade anymore.
We probably don't need to know why.
No.
And we'll be back with more Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. We've got the only outlaw producer in the radio biz. We'll be back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Football season is here, and the #1 Chevy dealer in the area, Chevyland, is back as our title sponsor for Friday Football Frenzy. No need to sneak around. Sure, there are options, but we're asking you to go deep with Chevyland, where pay dirt is waiting to happen. 7500 Uri Drive, Shreveport. Having personally witnessed just how hard the folks at Alsco work, you can feel great knowing they are working so hard for you. Uniforms, linens, facility care, and so much more. Call them today, 318-636-0404, or visit alsco.com. Weekdays, weeknights, weekends, they're all made for Chasing Aces. That's right, Chasing Aces is your entertainment capital. They have something for everyone, for all ages, and I'm telling you from personal experience, everything's a blast. They hit a home run literally with everything out there. Go to chasingaces.golf and book your time today.
Scores on the Quanta, brought to you by First Choice Personnel. If you're looking for a job, or if you're an employer looking for an employee, whether it's for a week, a month, or a career, call First Choice Personnel, 797-7810, 318-797-7810.
Are you familiar with Sports Cards of Louisiana, Shreveport Bossier's premier sports card and TCG store? That's right. Buy, sell, trade sports cards, Magic, and Pokemon. They're a Topps Direct MVP account, Topps Buyback Redemption Program, Play Pokemon store. They're a Fanatics Collect Direct Submission Shop, Games, Workshops, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Paints and Supply, Magic the Gathering Friday every single week. They have Commander Night plus Pokemon Play on Sundays at Sports Cards of Louisiana, 3000 North Market Street, Suite 178.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. They know and have experience with the best doctors and experts in their fields to provide the best care. If you or a loved one are injured, it is extremely important to choose the right lawyer. To see what they've done for others or to schedule a free consultation, visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417189. Results may vary.
Welcome back, guys. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive, Chevyland.com. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. Taking care of business, family owned and operated. Don't forget, they've got 2.9% financing in truck month this month for 2025 Silverados and 2026 Silverados. Taking care of business. Let's get back out to the game of the night. On Broadacres Road, Toby Todd, Airline and Evangel. Holy moly, what's happening now, Toby Todd?
51-49, under a minute left, clock running. Evangel's got the ball on the 6 after the onside kick and a big run. Second goal. And he held again, but the clock's running down. I believe we're out of timeouts. 29 seconds left in the game. Evangel's got the ball. Looks like on maybe the 3 going in. 51-49 Evangel. So probably one play. Whether they try to punch it in or kneel down, either way, it should be the end of the game.
Okay.
Wow. Looks like. So it just depends on minus a free freak accident here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, the Advocate, Roy and Lee and all the good fellows over the Advocate have really nice capsules and told us before the game that Airline had a 17-game regular season winning streak, had gone 29-1 in their last 30 regular season games. Wow.
Yeah. It's also freaky, but
that's a
4 last regular season.
Wow.
And
unbelievable. Great game, Toby. My goodness, these two. I wish they could play every week. You know, that's
it looks like they're in victory formation.
Yeah. All right, Toby Todd taking care of us as he always does for Airline. Toby, really do appreciate the updates and safe travels back to your his house tonight from over here in West Shreveport. Thank you very much, Toby.
Thank you.
What a game. Kevin McGee, let's get into our Scranton Dent coaches conversations, and joining us on the Chasing Aces hotline, your head coach of the Logansport Tigers is good old Kevin McGee. Hey, Kev, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Fletch, man? We're doing okay. We finally packed up and headed out of 3 hours away Faraday.
Oh, my goodness. Man, I was asking your brother, who was our correspondent tonight, as always, good old Mark McGee. I said, when do you think the last time your brother coached a game that had 22 total points scored? He goes, I can't remember one. When's the last time you had a game this low scoring that you can think of?
The first thing I told the kids after the game was I don't think I've ever had a 14-8 ball game. Like, it's usually one way or the other. You know what I mean? No, I don't think I've ever been a part of a ball game that ended that low scoring before. It was definitely unique, but it was a fun game. I will say that it was competitive and physical and just back and forth. We momentum swung several times, and luckily we made one more play than they did. Defense played lights out. Offensively, we had our chances to bury it. You know what I mean? We could have scored right before halftime. We got the ball back. I think we got inside the 20 or maybe even inside the 10 like 4 times and couldn't push it in. So just things we got to work on. But again, get out of there with a win against a good team, and they're averaging 41 points a game, and we give up 8. So yeah, man, it was a good game.
All right, so what was it that your defense was doing so well tonight, especially to hold them out? Because they were at the end of the first quarter, it was 8-8, and you were able to keep them out for the rest of the game. So what was the defense doing on top tonight?
Yeah, I thought our D-line played exceptional. Just pursuing to the football. Linebackers have played well all year, just tackling in space. So just continuing that. I mean, it really wasn't anything special that we did, schematically. We're kind of turning them loose, just letting them play. And so we got some young guys that are having to feel themselves and figure themselves out. Got a few sacks and some big situations. As a group, it's kind of the bend but don't break mentality, because they actually drove the length of the field 2 or 3 times and got inside the 20, got in the red zone, and we just kept playing, staying alive another down and turning the ball over. So very proud of that.
Kevin, every week we love talking to the coaches. We know that there's some guys that are going to get their name in the paper and all that fun stuff. But the most important thing, the Goodwill Industries unsung hero. Who was an unsung hero tonight for the Logansport Tigers?
Ooh. I'm going to probably have to say it's going to be Pacer Williams, who plays guard, and he turns around and plays on the D-line. He didn't have to at the first two or three ball games, and we've had a couple of injuries. Just a high motor kid who plays well, really, really well on both sides of the ball, and anchors that D-line, and he's the guy that we like to run behind offensively.
There you go. Kevin McGee, buddy, enjoy the drive home. It's probably going to be a little bit easier going home with the win than it is with the loss. 14-8, Logansport wins over Delta Charter way up there in Faraday. You know where that is, don't you, Hester?
Oh, yeah.
So, Kevin, congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me on.
You bet.
That's so far from here.
All right.
And, oh, by the way, BTW scores touchdown, 2-point conversion is good.
Wow.
BTW wins 42-41 over Bossier. Spencer Hurd joins us. This guy knows enough about heartache and rough losses, so if he wants to, he might want to call Gary Smith tonight and commiserate with him. But joining us now on the Chasing Aces hotline, your head coach of the Minden Crimson Tide, it's Spencer Hurd. Hey, Spencer, how you doing, buddy?
Well,
What's up? Doing good.
Not much. You know, the least drama-filled Friday night you've had all season. You don't sound as relaxed as you should.
Sheesh. Not had one this relaxing in a long time. So
wow.
This is good. I thought our guys played hard the whole game, and you know, at halftime it was pretty close ball. It was still a close ball game, and I just said, look, guys. I mean, here's the deal. We've been in this situation twice already this year, and you know, my question is can we finish? Can we finish? Oh, yes, sir. We can. Okay, well, go out here and prove it. Go out here and prove that you can go finish. And, you know, that's what they proceeded to do. So they listened, they bought into it, and they went out there and did it. So I'm proud of their efforts tonight for sure.
You have been preaching this since week one, you know?
Yeah.
You've been bringing it up every time we talk to you. Finish the drill. So who was in charge of kind of finishing the drill?
It was collective. I mean, it was across the board. That's what I was telling them at halftime, you know. You know, they had this one play on their offense. They're keeping like off a naked boot, and they're getting explosive plays off. I'm like, you know, I'm not a rocket scientist, but, I mean, I'm looking at this play. I mean, who's supposed to be there? You know, and whoever it is, you know, me, coach, you know, okay, well, do your job. Okay. Offensively, defense got us the ball in the first half. We messed around with it, got a penalty one time, dropped it, you know, probably would have been a touchdown pass. You know, do your job. You got to finish. So, but in the second half, we came out, and, I mean, we just kind of turned the corner, and I thought they listened to what I asked them to do, and went out there and performed it on all levels. Defense played really well. They had Jamie Callaway had a pick six, linebacker for us, multiple guys. I thought our running backs played really well in the second half. O-line played well. Kicking game was on tonight, put multiple ones in the end zone. So just overall, it was a great effort overall.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of high school football right there. You just said it, Spencer, kicking the ball in the end zone. You know, when they have to start 80 yards away, it's a whole different ball game than if they break one and get out to midfield. So fantastic stuff here. And another thing, we love the old Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero. Who's a kid that was an unsung hero for you tonight?
I don't know if he was an unsung hero, but I thought he had a really good game. Is one of our slots, Caden Shine. And I think he had over 100 yards rushing tonight. Probably one of his best games so far. He's a senior, so very proud of his effort tonight.
I think I've seen his name a couple of times show up on the stat sheet for you guys. Yeah. Once again, Minden, who has been on the wrong end of some just gut-wrenchers, takes care of business tonight. A relaxed Spencer Hurd. The weekend's going to be even better in the Hurd household tonight. Minden picks up a nice win over Woodlawn. A good squad there, coached by Thadrick Harris. Congrats on the win there, buddy.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
You too, man. Where are we going now, Rube?
Well, I called the number for Gary Cooper, but I don't know if that's who answered.
No, he gave me the phone today.
Okay. Hey, Tamika.
Hey.
Hey, is Coop around?
He is. I've been told that I am I'm the spokesperson.
Okay. Well, what happened at the end of the game?
The angel of Coach Wynn came down and graced us with his presence. Towards the end, we got a call right when the clock went out of a pass interference that put us at, I think, like the 7-yard line. Javion found someone open. I can't remember who it was. I can't tell you. We got the touchdown and after 2 points in ball game. There was no time on the clock. Because the penalty came at the end.
Wow. On the last play, BTW, Bossier gets called for pass interference.
Pass interference against Bossier.
So BTW gets one play.
We get one play. We got the touchdown.
And then went for 2 and made it.
Holy
moly. All right.
My angel, yeah. So I've been in tears.
I bet you have been. And I bet Coops probably can't even talk right now. But please pass along to Coop that we are happy for him. I know it's a gut-wrencher for Gary Smith and the Bossier Bearcats, who have gotten so much better over these last 3 years.
I can't take nothing away from Bossier. They look good.
Yeah, they did. But
Gary
tonight,
him and his staff has done a wonderful job, but we had an angel on our side.
And one play more than they made. So there you go. Coach up above, taking care of you down below here. The BTW Lions get a 42-41 win. Wow. Tamika, thanks. Pass on our best to Coach Coop as well.
I will.
All right.
Bye.
Now who do we have, Rube?
We're getting a lot of busy signals. I'm guessing we had a lot of away games, probably.
We did. All right, so let's do scores, and I'll text some coaches and let them know we're trying to call. How about that?
All right.
All right.
First choice personnel bringing you scores on the quarter.
Final score, Evangel 51, Airline 49. Another final, North DeSoto 52, Northwood 26. Not marked as final, but 69-40 was the Parkway lead over Natchitoches Central. Huntington with the win over Houghton 42-28. As you just heard, BTW 42, Bossier 41. That's the final score. Minden 24, Woodlawn 6. Calvary 37, Darbon Woods 15. Bird 33, John Ehret 0. North Webster 31, Homer 0. Lake Charles Prep 42, Mansfield 22. It was Logansport 14, Delta Charter 8. Union Parish 30, Green Oaks 8. North Caddo 38, Magnolia Charter 14. Haynesville 70, Plain Dealing 0. Not marked as final, but Red River with the big lead 33-0 over White Castle. It was a final, Lakeside 36, Northwood Lena 14. Cedar Creek 31, Glenbrook 8. St. Mary's 32, Manny 28. West Monroe 27, Catholic Baton Rouge 24, and St. Thomas More comes all the way back to win 27-23 against Neville.
Wow.
Arcadia 46, Ringgold 6, DeQuincy 39, Lakeview 8, Franklin Parish 54, Caldwell Parish 6, St. Fred's 42, Bastrop 8, Oak Grove 50, Rayville 18, OCS 52, Madison 0, Sterlington 49, West Washita 8. Final in overtime, Notre Dame 35, Catholic New Iberia 34. Catholic New Iberia led that game 28-0 at half. Wow. Acadiana 60, New Iberia 0. Karen Crow 63, Barb 42. Archbishop Shaw 31, Lafayette Christian 13. It was Ash 59, Opelousas 6. John Curtis 21, Archbishop Rummel 19. A field goal as time expires for Brother Martin to win 31-29 over Jesuit. Central was leading Cecilia 39-15. Not sure what the final ended up being in that one. And local finals from last night, Captain Tree 59, Benton 48, Loyola 56, Southwood 0. Jess Curtis and Southside 45, Lafayette High 24, Ruston 49, Midland Legacy 21.
Scores on the quarter, brought to you by First Choice Personnel.
Make First Choice your last call. First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. Whether you're looking for a JOB or if you're an employer looking for employees, that's the place to go. First Choice Personnel, 797-7810. Our show also, of course, brought to you by Chevyland. Shop, click, drive Chevyland. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. And thanks to Boyd Family Dentistry, our Boyd Family Dentistry text line has been blowing up tonight. Mackenzie Boyd, Jared Boyd, the dynamic duo of dentistry, husband and wife at 2042 Line Avenue. Make that appointment at 318-425-5356. Same-day dentistry, same-day crowns, and coming soon to Bears, implant dentistry, opening up for Jacob and the Meat Sweats. Who is it? Aubrey and the Meat Sweats. Implant dentistry. They drill down to your soul. There we go. All right. So thank you very much, Mackenzie and Jared Boyd, who are just two very, very nice human beings. We appreciate their continued support of high school sports right here on 11, right here. That's the first time I've done that all year, I think.
Yeah, it is.
101.7 FM, 710 Keel, Friday Football Frenzy. Back right after this.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, heads back to the stadium right after this timeout.
Locally owned and operated, Chevyland has been doing business right here in Shreveport for over 60 years. Good people, great deals. Together, let's drive. Chevyland, 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana, the #1 Chevy dealer in the area and among the top 250 Chevy dealers in the country. Boyd Family Dentistry bringing you our text line sponsorship yet again this year on Friday Football Frenzy. The husband and wife duo of Doctors Jarrett and Mackenzie Boyd taking care of you at 2 locations at Boyd Family Dentistry. They specialize in preventative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and of course, exceptional service. The husband and wife dynamic duo and the entire dental team at Boyd Family Dentistry would love to have you pay them a visit. ShreveportLouisianaDentist.com. If you enjoy Tech Tuesdays, you can thank Spell Brothers Lumber for bringing it to you every single week. Spell Brothers Lumber, with Tech alum John Salmons at the helm, located at 1321 Martin Lane in Bossier City. 318-747-1194. From lumber and hardware to window installation and so much more, your local lumber folks at Spell Brothers Lumber are here to guide you through the process. 318-747-1194. SpellBrosLumber.com. When I think of the unsung hero in high school football, I think of that player that does all the little things. All the things that the coach asks that player to do, they're taking care of it. When the star of the team goes down, maybe it's that unsung hero that fills the void. Once again, not necessarily getting the accolades, but getting the job done. And that's what Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana has been doing since 1926. They bring you the unsung hero on our Friday night shows as well throughout the week. Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana, an unsung hero themselves. The Hill brothers over at Skenton Dent are huge Mudbugs fans. They're huge football fans. They're basically fans of Shreveport Bossier, and you know who's a fan of theirs? Shreveport Bossier. It works both ways. Skenton Dent, up to 50% off on appliances, furnishings. Okay, it's got a little scratch. Can you see it? A little dent? I don't see it. Why would you care? Just collect the savings and enjoy Skenton Dent, 814 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. When is the last time you literally heard someone say, man, there's nothing like this place, and thought, I bet there's something like this place. Dude, there's nothing like Chasing Aces at all. From the home run dugout to the putting zone to the driving base and the par 3, they've got something for everybody. ChasingAces.golf.
We just saw Ruben answer the phone here for the first time maybe in his entire life. Hey, I don't know what to do. What do I say? Welcome back, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. I assume that's Dennis Dunn on the Chasing Aces hotline. Dennis Dunn, head coach of the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins, the number 1 team in Class 4A. Take care of business tonight in Blanchard against a very game Northwood squad. Good evening, Dennis Dunn. How in the world? I almost called you Will Delafield because I'm looking at Will's name here. Congratulations, Dennis.
Thank you, Fletch. I appreciate it. It was a heck of a win and a big game, big rivalry game. So just a tremendous win for our guys. So proud of them.
After last week, I know there were some eyebrows that were raised by, whoa, okay. There was a chance that the kids could get a little full of themselves after you beat a team like West Monroe at their place. Your kids obviously did not go that route. What is it that you were most proud of from your efforts tonight from the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins?
Well, in many ways, I was glad we were playing Northwood this week after that game, because no matter what has occurred up to the Northwood game, the kids will be focused and ready to play that game. And I was really proud of the way they were mature about the week. They came Monday ready to work, focused, understanding that we were about to play a really good Northwood team, and I thought they handled business. And how about West Monroe beating Catholic tonight? That people ask me, well, is West Monroe down? Well, I don't know. Maybe North DeSoto's a pretty good football team.
I think that's the case. I think that North DeSoto may be the case. We were talking with Will Delafield, of course, Luke's father, who's our correspondent for North DeSoto, Chris Herron, who you probably know as well, Dennis, former standout at NLU for Northwood. One of them said a steady diet of Kenny Thomas tonight was one of the things that was dialed up for North DeSoto. What did Kenny Thomas do tonight that just kind of is what Kenny Thomas does?
Well, both backs were just tremendous. I mean, I think Latin probably had more yards than Kenny tonight. So it was just a 1-2 punch of both those backs. Offensive line was really good again up front. And, late in the game, again, I thought we leaned on them pretty good and was able to get some push and control the football game. Northwood really played well for the first half. It was a close game, 24-14. They get a stop to start the second half, get the football, make it 24-20, and then we come back and get a stop, and then we go down and score to make it 31-20. And I thought at that point, 2 scores up,
about 8 minutes to go in the third quarter that we had control of the football game, and I was just so proud of the way our defense responded, made some big plays there late in the third quarter, early fourth quarter, and then we handed it to those two backs the rest of the way, and they finished the business.
Your quarterback, Luke Delafield, of course, also played a nice little game in the first half as well before you had to turn it over to the big boys and just kind of ground and pound. This is the second consecutive week, like you mentioned, Dennis, that you were able to kind of have your boys exert their will on the opposing team, on opposing teams that are known for being able to do that to their opponents. Northwood is used to pushing their opponents around. West Monroe's used to pushing their opponents around. How good are the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins in the trenches?
Well, I really think we played extremely well on both sides of the ball up front last week. Tonight we will bend but not break, some defensively, but when it mattered, I thought we really stepped up and played well in the defensive front as well. But our offensive line has just been tremendous through 4 weeks, and responding the way they did after last week's emotional win over at West Monroe. I've talked all week about, coming down from Mount Everest, and a lot of people die going down instead of going up. So I think our guys just went from the mountaintop to the mountaintop, and we have to stay there. So I thought the focus all week was good, and preparation. Coaches did a great job. Can't say enough good things about the team effort that we put together tonight against a really good Northwood team.
Dennis Dunn, head coach of the North DeSoto Fighting Griffins. Coach, a huge win for your team tonight after last week's huge win as well. Who would be a Goodwill Industries unsung hero for you tonight?
Man, I thought defensively, Jonathan Perry played a great game, finished the game with a pick six, and his name's not been mentioned much. Just a sophomore, played extremely well. So, gosh, so many. But, again, I would have to say the offensive line, those guys have just been lights out for 4 weeks. So they just keep getting better. So O-line and Jonathan Perry up front defensively.
Dennis Dunn and the undefeated North DeSoto Fighting Griffins, #1 team in Class 4A with a big double-up win over Northwood tonight. Dennis, congratulations. Safe travels back home as well, and what a big win. Happy for you, and thanks for hanging out with us here on the Skenton Dent Coaches Conversations.
Pledge, appreciate it.
You bet. Joining us now on those Skin Dent Coaches Conversations on the Chasing Aces hotline, it's Rodney Ewan, head coach of the Calvary Cavaliers. Rodney, we haven't had a chance really to visit too many times on Friday nights because you're usually home by the time our show gets over because the games are so lopsided. Tonight, 37-15 over Darbone Woods. Congratulations on the win, sir.
Thank you. Big win for us on the road.
What did you feel like your fellows did well tonight that you like to see in Week 4?
We played good defense all night long, and we had them down. It was 37-0 in the third quarter, and they scored those 2 touchdowns late. Really, when the JV guys were in there, so our starters played well on defense, and we spread the ball around a little bit more tonight. Trey McDaniel had some big catches on offense, which is going to be big for us down the road.
Well, that's it. In games like this, is that one of the purposes, obviously the goal to win, but to also find some guys that are going to be able to help you in weeks 11, 12, 13, and what you hope, or weeks 14 and 15. Is that one of the things you like to see in a game like this?
Yeah, that's one thing we wanted to do going into the game is to, spread the ball around to all the receivers, let them get some catches, and, we had 5 or 6 different guys catch a ball tonight, so it was good.
Rodney, as you kind of make your way through, I know it's kind of easy for us on the outside to go, oh, well, Calvary's supposed to win. It's never easy, though. We know that. Even though game's 63-0, there's always something that could be difficult about it, whether it's an injury or somebody does something wrong or something along those lines. As you make your way through this and you see this team progressing, how close are they being to where you really want them to be at the midpoint of the season?
Defensively, I think we're pretty close where we need to be. They played well all year long. Offense, we're still just not, our passing game's not really clicking like we wanted to, and it's just going to take more time, I guess, for the receivers and the new quarterbacks. We got to get better throwing the football, and, to be, really good down the road.
And Rodney, if you don't mind, if you have a Goodwill Industries of North Louisiana unsung hero, who's a kid that kind of stuck out in your mind tonight that might not get a whole lot of attention otherwise?
Yeah, Garrett Lee is a defensive back for us. Not a big kid. He's probably 5'9", 160 pounds. Man, he had some great plays tonight, coming off the edge on some stunts we put him on. And he's really played well for us all year long. Kind of undersized out there, but he's getting the job done.
Rodney Guin, head coach of the Calvary Cavaliers, making his way back from Darbone Woods out there in the middle of Farmerville, making his way back. Rodney, congratulations, the number 5 team in Class 2A. Keeps on keeping on, man. The Calvary Cavaliers with a big win. Rodney, thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you, Fletcher.
You bet. Once again, our Skint and Dent coaches conversations rocking on with good old Rodney Guin. So, Hester, as we wrap up the show tonight, BTW, the wildest win, most impressive win, Evangel? Probably. North DeSoto.
Is it odd to say Evangel holding airline under 50?
That's not a bad one.
I mean, that's what it takes to win in that district sometimes.
I get it. I absolutely get it. And let's not skimp on Huntington, John Simon and company.
Yes.
That's a nice win for Coach Simon and the Huntington Raiders. Coach Ware gets a win tonight, Lakeside. Union Parish had to come back against Nick Peoples and the Green Oaks Giants. Green Oaks is so much better. And someone mentioned, Satman, I think, texted in and says, I wonder if Haynesville, if that's a scoring record, 70 points. I don't know. So congratulations to all the coaches. It's got to be close, though. They picked up wins tonight. And so fun stuff. Just another fun night of high school football. And, man, we are so thankful to Chevyland, who has bought into this 13 years ago and still does. So, Bubba Winningham, thank you so much. Jerry Montgomery, Steve Horn, and everybody at Chevyland for your continued support. Thanks to our friends over at Alsco, one of the presenting sponsors of our morning show and our evening endeavors. It's 636-0404. Chasing Aces. They're at the course tonight. Be there. First Choice Personnel, Boyd Family Dentistry, Spell Brothers Lumber, Goodwill Industries, Skint and Dent. Thank you so much. Ruben, Hester, see you next week.
News from City Hall to the state capitol and around the world. Breaking news and trending talk. 101.7 FM and 710 Keel. KeelNews.com. KeelNews.com.
This is the story of a very special